Yeah.
and it goes from there. Like
Not you
they
peed in my bathroom.
right, like all over the place, and that's just the beginning. That's just like the first two episodes. It's like I'm telling you, it's like everybody I put it on has it the hardest,
You peed in my bathroom.
and she just remodeled.
Make sure the reverb is off.
Are we live?
Yes, we're
Oh
about to
my
be.
god!
No, not yet. Not. I mean, kind of, but yeah, not yet.
Bogus said he's rolling up and then immediately on the way. I was gonna say he's fashionably late, but I don't. I want a clever word for uh
Wait,
the level of potheadery that.
what?
Pot headery is crazy.
No facts, because he is taking his sweet precious time.
He like
All I gotta say is he better roll up another one afterwards for making us wait.
Yes, we are.
I'm talking about of tobacco leaf for the cameras.
So his camera's up.
Hmm.
There you go.
What?
That's you.
I know it's me.
I know. Sometimes
Oh no, I didn't hear you. Thank you. I'm
There
sorry.
you go.
I was so confused. I'm like, what did I do?
Is that you right there?
You just looking slow.
All right, all right, all right. So, man, let's go ahead and get into some stuff.
Nadia beatboxing.
my bad.
Yeah. All right.
We need to get some wings at the house so I can make some honey chipotle wings.
You made
I
some
had
damn. She made some.
honey chipotle tenders last night
That
from
sounds good too.
Applebee's.
Applebee's though? You had it from Chili's?
I have not. But
Excuse
last
me.
night the
Go
wait
to
time
Chili's.
was longer, so I was like, no.
Go to Chili's.
They do the same thing?
Yes, and there's
They
just
do.
chef's kiss. They have a triple dipper thing. It's like an appetizer, but I get it as a meal every time. You can get
Like
like
egg
3 or 4
rolls,
chicken, egg rolls,
chicken
maybe
tenders.
sliders or like the mozzarella pockets.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
That should be busting, and you can get the chicken tenders with it, or even like fried pickles. Big bag, big bag. Yeah, that's me. Why you got so many tabs open on the computer?
Oh, because I want to be able to see everything.
What topics you got tonight for us, John?
So I want to talk about. I had an idea, but now messing with you, I want to talk about dating with intention, right? Like, and what that means, and not necessarily like dating with a ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
It's like you see a lot of people, and like when you look in people's like not DMs, but what do you call that? When they be on a dating sites or whatever, you see,
Bio.
yeah, their bios be like manifestos
Them shits be hilarious.
and they be, don't waste my time. I got this and
Oh my
this
God.
and I got this. And if you over here for that, then don't do them. And me and I'm like, yo, like who is reading this and going, swipe right on that?
Yeah.
Man.
I need me some of that.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to meet this dude. I ain't got no kids. I make my own money. I ain't about to raise nobody else's kids. Like just so I mean like so like because are you you're dating you know what I mean so how is it dating like do you is it putting the wrong foot forward to be so forward about that like what your intentions are right at you know what I mean.
I mean, so dating is figuring out whether there are going to be any intentions. So
Thank you, Henny. We're gonna have a good show. Thank you. He said something.
yeah, so like when you're dating, you're trying to figure out whether or not this is something that you want to take further. You got to take a chance. And so when you take a chance, you'll see whether or not it's worth putting energy into.
So like, because I hear a lot of dudes, right, and a lot of dudes are just like, men are the only ones taking chances. We're the
Fuck,
only ones that
I'm
take a
taking a
chance.
chance by even messaging you because you could be a fucking stalker. The hell?
Well, that, and we just, we just chilling. We just kind of seeing if what it is. There's, you know what I mean? Not like
And my thing is like they
it's
only
dating. It's
saying
not relationship.
right, but my thing is that the only reason why they saying they taking all the risks is because you have to put your monetary foot forward. And my thing is, if you're not a creative king, that ain't got shit to do with me. Bitch, a picnic can cost you $20, but if you're not romantic enough or have enough common sense to realize you can do that and that will woo somebody, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Not everybody needs to go to Ruth Chris for me to fuck with you. Date in your tax bracket, and they wouldn't feel that way.
Well, damn.
I still want Ruth Chris.
I want it occasionally. Don't get me wrong, but like on the first date, we can go on a picnic.
Let's go to Ruth Chris.
On the anniversary, we can go to Ruth Chris.
I mean,
Like,
a
I'm
picnic
not.
is cool too. Like I fuck with a picnic, especially like in an area we can see the sunset.
Yes,
dope.
and we buy some water or something. It's great. You thought it through. Like if you can do it and you think of games or like the food, the alcohol, like the little small things. For that's what matters to me. It's the small things. Taking me out to no big grand ass restaurant because everybody is gonna be okay with that. Like whatever. All right, cool. You took the easy way out. Not. It doesn't take actual thought and execution for that. Just put on a nice outfit and we go to a restaurant and we sit there.
Yeah, I mean, if you can afford it,
Right, if you can
right?
afford it.
But if you can't and you're planning a special, that does take time.
Yeah, no. That's why I said like for stuff like anniversaries or whatever, it's really like a thought out process and we're going out to eat. Yeah, by all means. But I'm saying what I was saying prior to is more so the fact of you're doing that as a scapegoat because it's easy. You know that she'll be satisfied with a dinner somewhere because you can't really go wrong with that, as opposed to truly taking a risk and trying something outside of the box, if that makes sense.
I got you.
So, all right. So I'm the guy in the room and stuff. So, you know, yeah,
We had a 180-degree angle today. It ain't no triangle. Hopefully you can survive.
yeah. See how this works out. Um, hurry up, bogus. No. So I think it's dating with intentions is challenging because everybody wants to know the ending before they read the book. That's how I'm seeing it, right? It's like, don't waste my time. I need to know if this is going to work out right now, and I don't know what's happening 20 years from now. You know what I mean? I have no idea who I'm going to be in 20 years, who you're going to be in 20 years, what we journey upon and see upon the way that might change us. What if me and you both get into an accident? God forbid. What if me and you.
If you're that uncertain about the person, they probably shouldn't. It's not a long term thing. So, like, when you're looking towards a long term thing, you're looking for qualities like who's going to stand by you in a difficult time, who's going to pick you up when you're feeling down, who's going to, because these things can be overcome with that. So, if you're talking about if I get an accident, if you get an accident, that person that you chose should pick you up when you feel down. That person you chose should stand by your side and make you feel better, as you, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what you're looking for in the dating. That's why it takes so much time. People kind of rush things nowadays, and like you're not taking the time to really decide whether this person is worthy, of doing that for you. Can they be that person for you? It's mostly just let's fuck.
No facts, and I also think that like it's a rush to get to the fucking part for sure. And I also think that people don't truly understand what dating is. They like it be killing me because people are like, I just talked to one person. Okay, great, good for you. Weigh your options, baby. Though, like, don't sit there and have this one person that got you sitting in their pocket while they're dating around and entertaining everybody else. I'm not saying go and hoe around and be fucking everyone that you talking to. No, but understand the difference and the dynamics between different men, please, so you know what to expect and you can see the different things from different angles and know what you like, what you don't like, what you're willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate. You can't experience that necessarily just dealing with one person because that's just their cookie cutter version of whatever it is.
Right.
and it's easy to hide that way if you don't have experience from anything else. So I think dating with intention, one, to learn yourself and what you do and don't like that thing is one thing, and then as well as dating with intention to further a relationship is another level to it. Um, but it's dating for a reason, and then there's exclusive dating as well for a reason. Like it's levels to the shit, and nobody truly take the steps.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
So how do you? Okay, so you meet a guy, or
Gotta
you
vet
guy.
these niggas.
Bet these niggas crazy, golly, like. So you meet a guy, and he's nice enough, right? And he's, hey, I want to take you out. Like, I think what I want to say is like, when you meet a person, shouldn't we just be meeting someone? Like the first, I'm talking about just first
Makes
date.
sense of it. What you mean?
Like, hi, how are you? What do you like? You know what I mean? Like,
But niggas be tired of asking those
So-
questions now for real. Like, what is your favorite color? Da 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 da. That's
So-
what they complain about at least.
Prior to the actual meeting of the person, I have spoken with this person on a
Mhm.
and if I'm meeting them, it's because they have had constant communication.
Mm-hmm.
They've showed what is it called?
Consistency.
consistency.
So if I'm meeting them, that means they earn the right to meet me.
Oh shit.
Not like that. Like,
I mean,
okay, can we
kinda
keep
though.
can we keep up a conversation? Because if we can't do it over the phone, we damn sure ain't gonna do it in public. Like,
Yeah, it's no point in me wasting my time with you for real. If I can't conduct a conversation with you simply through text message or on
Or phone
FaceTime
calls
or
or
on the
whatever.
phone, if I can't connect with you that way, what the fuck am I finna do while you in my face? Staring contest?
and
I
yeah,
think
some
not.
people are like, they're different.
But explain that though.
but
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what I go by. And it's worked so far. So
but also I feel like people that know that they're like more, they're not the chatty type in regards to texting or being on the phone because they're busy. Acknowledge that, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
give me the heads up that that's not your strong suit. And so if that's the case, then all right, cool. You give me the choice to make the decision if I would like to step further to give you that chance, while also you need to make sure you're exuding whatever this personality is that you're talking about, and you're not the same as you were portraying in these text messages. Because now you done lied. Red flag number one. I'm out the door.
red flag. I'm out the door.
I'm out to do.
All right,
Like,
I'ma fuck with you.
so my question. Okay, this is the question I
What you
have.
got?
Like, I refined it. Why is the first date so have so much weight on it? You know what I mean?
Just like in business, the first impression is what counts.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's. I think it's catered to what your intentions are. Truly, like if you know that you're dating specifically because you want to get married,
Right.
this is gonna be an interview, my nigga. What you got going on? Like, is you good? You got a job? You got a house? You got a car? You got kids? You got a baby mama? You got more than one? You got more than one kids? Do you? What? How much? Like, can you take care of yourself? How available are you? I need to know this information in order for us to just go forward. Because am I gonna be begging for your attention? Do you have time for me? Can you afford to step out and do the different things that is required for a relationship? All of that needs to be analyzed and known prior to moving forward if my intentions is to be serious. But if it's just something where it's like we're genuinely just, I don't know, I guess it's two ways. Like, I think there's like two phases of the meeting, like, because the first interaction is usually I'm at a store or a club or somewhere out and we interact that way, and then we're texting in between. So like that's the first meeting, and I feel like that's where the lightheartedness come in at. But if we're at that conversation in between leads to like, all right, I really fuck with you. Now we need to have these conversations. I feel like should it be as strenuous from the rip? Maybe not, but at the same time, I feel like niggas put themselves in the positions to be interviewed. If you gonna take me on a dinner date, what else am I gonna talk about? I have to get to know you. But if you give me an activity that's gonna keep me occupied, I can't really ask you these questions. So, what do you want for real?
So Cash need to figure out how to create content dates where you're too busy to ask questions. I mean,
No, not content dates where you're too busy to ask questions, but dates where it's an active activity to where we're just experiencing each other. But if I'm sitting at a table with you and we're conducting a conversation, I don't know you. So I
Mhm.
have to learn these things about you.
Right.
So if it's the nature of the position that you're putting yourself in, if you
Mhm.
don't want to be interrogated,
I
per
feel I
se.
feel like I get what you're saying, but I feel like some of that stuff comes with time. So eventually
Mhm.
you're gonna get the answers to your question. And if they're
Yeah, by
consistent,
all means.
if they're consistent or holding the same energy, all that good stuff, it's gonna come out.
Mhm. No, and that's what I agree. I'm saying I guess more so for the to tailor it to like the women that make those first dates interviews where they're asking those intense questions to go ahead and kind of like get it out the way. For like more so for like dating apps or something like that. Like that's more the more common aspect. But I feel like if we meet in a certain setting and then we start texting in between, eventually those answers in itself will unravel, like you said. So I agree with that. I just think it's based off of kind of like the culture of where it started,
True.
how y'all met.
I have a question for y'all, since y'all,
Mm-hmm.
how long do you guys think someone should date before they make it exclusive? Just kind of want to know.
That's a good question. Hmm.
I think that I don't think there should be a specific time frame necessarily. I always advocate for maybe 3 months if you want to give one, just because like it's a little bit harder to continue to fake the funk after that point. You will start to see the red flags if you haven't picked them up already. Um, but
You make it seem like you can put it back down. Once them hoes are out, they're out.
yeah. Um, but I think that I feel like in a sense the conversation naturally occurs,
Right.
and when y'all make that final decision or whatever together is when that appropriate time comes in at.
I feel like it's. I feel like when all right, it's like a feeling, right? And I'm not trying to. I mean, there are people who are wild and weird and all kind of crazy stuff, but I also think like when you when there's a feeling that you'll get. Like I remember when I kind of figured it out just recently is when I kind of got like a little possessive. I think there's a little healthiness, a little healthy possessiveness. Like
Is there such a thing?
I think so. I think so. Or I'm toxic as shit. That is, I got problems. I got issues.
You're
But
Leo.
here we go. Here we go. But no, I feel like there's definitely. Let me put this down a little bit. A little loud eyes. Ah, perfect. All right, get a lot out of shot. But no, I think like it's you'll get this feeling like when you feel like that's your person, like when there's a vested interest, when you feel like you've invested in that person, not just money, but like time, effort, energy, care. Like when you start to care for somebody, like and not only care for that person, but care with that person. So as they care for things, you're caring for the things.
I feel
When
like it's like a natural zooming, like how the camera lens would zoom in on the whoever the focus is.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're actively dating, it'll kind of just whoever that person is, it'll just slowly start to zoom in on that one, and that'll be whoever your attention. That looks so bad.
it did, it did. That did not look like anything
Wait,
you were
what?
actually
Because I'm
saying.
like zooming in the camera, but it looks like I'm doing the absolute most. Yeah, I didn't think about it until I saw it on the cam. That's crazy.
Yeah, it. I looked at.
Um, I'm gonna just stop talking. We can.
We can move on. We can move
Yeah.
on. We can move on. Nah, I just think like I like because I think we equate like possessiveness with like violence and controllingness or whatever.
That's what it is.
It doesn't
When
necessarily
you
have to do with
possess something, you take control of that said something.
Or ownership.
Literally. When you possessed, the demon or the spirit or whatever takes a hold of you.
right. So
When your
okay.
car gets repossessed,
The
what I'm saying?
possession is repositioned
you see
to
what I'm
someone
saying?
else.
So I mean, I think there's such a thing as leadership, right?
Mhm.
Or maybe, I got your back. So like I feel like this is what's best for you, but hey, you make your decision. But based on the outside looking in, this is what I see. Just giving another but possessiveness, that's like a whole nother
Well, I think
Can't be doing that.
okay. So I'm gonna do the. I think for men, like right, it's gonna
Hmm.
sound like that, but I think for men, it is because I don't. When I say possessive, I mean like almost like stewardship. Like I,
Better word.
yeah.
I will take it.
Like there's like I have a responsibility to this person, therefore I take on like a guardianship sort of role. Like it looks like possessiveness to the person who doesn't want to be under somebody else's. It's not supervision, but like
Does that
Care.
person welcome that? Do they want that from you? Because if you're doing that and they're not receiving it, they don't want it. So why are you still doing it? Like if I see somebody doesn't like something that I'm doing to them, like, like just move on, They'll figure it out. I promise you. They'll figure it out. Just they don't it's not the message is not what is it called when there's interference in the channel like it's not going where it's supposed to go, so let it go.
I mean,
Because after a while, like especially as women, we get tired of saying the same shit. Then we get quiet. So like, I'm just letting you know.
women be pushing their weight around in relationships. I want y'all to know, and y'all use y'all emotions to push. Y'all don't have
We
physical
say
weight.
the same thing over and over.
Man, how many times do you
Over and over.
expect the same message to be interpreted?
So now we be quiet so that the messages that we've given you can
Resonate.
sink in there.
Finally root. And if they
Yeah.
don't,
Why do you?
well,
Okay,
Because when we're not entertaining you, you have alone time, and in alone time, what do? You think,
I'll be
so-
playing Madden and shit.
but you still think.
I don't be playing Madden, but I just said that.
But you still be thinking.
Yeah, you gotta like process some shit.
Because guess what? I'm absent now. I'm silent. So you're gonna think about me because I'm gone. So you're gonna think about what I said, and therefore.
So what
that's gonna
happens
resonate.
when your man does that to you? What happens when your man's just like, yo, I'm tired of telling you, I'm not.
He don't
stupid.
have to do that because when he tells me something, I take it in and I'm like, okay, let's figure it out. But it seems like sometimes men don't have that same compromise. As women, I feel like we just know, okay, if there's something that he's not liking. Okay, how do I say this? For instance, cooking, right? You might have learned a certain way of cooking, but maybe he don't like onions.
oh yeah,
Right.
the
So
altering
do you-
immediately to comfort what it is.
right. But going into the relationship, you knew he didn't like onions. And you eat onions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So either you gonna make him a separate plate or he not the one. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
or he not the one.
but I'm saying like we change those type of things. Men on the other hand are kind of like take me as I am, Y'all don't.
I think okay, so I'm gonna dig a little deeper. I think women and men have two different concepts that are happening inside of relationships, and this is a new thing I've been thinking about. I'm like unveiling this idea. Is that men are in relationships for perseverance, and women are in relationships for preservation.
Explain.
So
This sound like fuckery, but explain.
yeah,
I'm slightly to an extent agreeing. Slowly because niggas tend to act like they got fucking common sense when they find the right one, and then they start to persevere through all their struggles and traumas and do the right shit. But for us, it's more so I need someone that's gonna put me in a place where I can be safe and I can rest and I can be in my feminine power. So it's like I agree to an extent.
I'm
So
basically something.
so we're
pretty good.
saying persevere as in
Like go through the hardships. Like you like
with that person or just
Overall, I think
Okay.
personally, I feel like a lot of men that when they finally find whatever save a nigga chick that like the captain save a hoe for the man, whatever
Oh.
chick that he finds that takes that place for them, then they finally get their act together. Like somebody else, they could have been with them for 10 years and they was cheating and doing all types of stupid shit, but 2 months with another bitch caused them to go ahead and propose.
gotcha.
That type of situation.
Gotcha. Oh, that's always so sad.
Yeah.
That's always, but then again, I'm not victim blaming or no. But you gotta set your standards, baby girl. Like,
Yeah,
you
no,
should've been
I don't. I
gone
never
after,
can
like,
understand anybody that stay in a situation
for
like that
10
10 years and
years,
you know
bruh.
he's not finna marry you, baby girl. Go. He don't want to. He's
And
not
then
going to.
I've also seen it where they're like, they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and propose to you. They don't want it after
No,
that.
I don't want to know. I've been asking you 3 years ago.
well, so okay. For let me ask this question: this conversation is maturing. Yo,
It's-
why is marriage such the thing? Why is that? Like, if we're together for 10 years and it's working the way it's working,
Mhm.
what do you need the marriage for?
Because of society and the way that women were raised. Oh, the way that women were raised. I mean, the first thing we see is Cinderella and Prince Charming. The first thing they do at the end of the movie is get married. That's what we're taught we're supposed to do. So it
Yeah.
becomes something that we idolize and wish for, and it gives us a sense of, if you want to be true. Well, I don't want to say us, because whether I do or don't, I really don't care. I've been there, done that. But it gives us as women a sense of, not all women. Don't come for me,
Mm.
it gives some women a sense of not purpose but completion, to be able to have fulfilled that role, if that's something that they're aiming to be, like a title that they're aiming to acquire over time in their lifetime. I think some people think of it as a rite of passage or a badge of honor to have been able to be a wife or is and have a successful family.
I don't think of it as none of that shit. I think like okay.
I look at it,
let
to
me
be
back
honest,
up.
as like a
Sorry.
business.
I'm sorry. I do agree with like the whole husband thing because that's what society says.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like instead of saying marriage, we should say partner.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, I'm not looking for a husband. I'm looking for a partner, someone
Mhm.
thick and thin.
Somebody that's gonna ride it out with me. My best
Right.
friend. We can laugh, we
Right.
can argue, we can cry, we can joke, we can play, we can dance. All of that
All
we
of that.
experience and dwell in life together. I don't want
Because husband just
the way that the connotation behind it is just like some dictator that's running the house, in a sense, is like the attitude that it can kind of give. But I can agree. Like, I want a partner. I want a partner in crime.
right.
So if you're with a guy for 10 years, right, and he never asks you to marry him, but
I'm not gonna be with him for 10 years.
this is
After year
imaginary.
3 and it's not already a conversation, what are we talking for?
I mean, but like, okay, so like,
If you're not thinking about at least proposing to me past like year 3, I don't. What are we talking for? You don't know what you want. At least a proposal at that point.
well, what if that man knows he wants to be with you, he just doesn't want to get married?
Well, you
Well, then
also
that
have
was
to
the
understand it
discussion we
from
would have had.
right, and you also have to understand it from a man's perspective. When you ask a woman to marry you, you're taking her completely off the market. Like, okay, by society's rules, you're taking her off the market because when you guys get married, adultery, you can get a divorce because of that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you take her off the market, you're not only saying that you're going to take care of her, but you're also saying that nobody else can have access to her. Like,
Or
this
me.
this is legal, pretty much.
I mean,
Which is what y'all want. Were you just talking about possessive?
yeah, I was,
Yeah.
but the marriage part is different, right?
mean?
Because marriage is like a legally binding contract, right?
Right.
And all of the things
So-
that are bindable in that contract are bindable to the man. There is no part of this marital contract that once it dissolves, you're on the hook for.
That's not true.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If the shoe was on the other foot, you definitely could like. Okay, let me
Let's go.
give an example. If a woman makes more than a man,
Which doesn't happen very often.
Still,
it happens.
that's
She
not
could-
our fault.
right.
But that's just a reality.
I've
So
seen it. To
It's
where
a
women have to
reality,
pay-
but
matter of
that's
fact,
not our fault.
Didn't Mary J. Blige have to pay? her
yeah,
husband
that's a
alimony?
fabulously wealthy
oh,
woman. That is not
honey.
the average.
But I mean, the fact that
Ooh.
men get more than us has shit to do with something that a woman can control.
So
The fault, the power, what the fuck is the word I'm looking, the pressure that falls on y'all, it's something that's naturally fallen because of the ways that stuff is already orchestrated to be
I don't know.
done.
Well, here's the thing. Because of the way that it is, however we got here, the marriage means more than just taking you off the market. It means being having state sanctioned power enforce things
to make you behave.
to not just behave, but like if our relationship ends, let's just say our relationship ends. I don't want to be with you no more. You don't want to be with me no more. Whatever.
Fuck you too, nigga.
But you got comfortable. you can go to the court and say, look, I know we're not together no more, but I was comfortable. And I think he should have to work for me still and produce my comfort. Alimony, child support is different. We'll talk, child support is
Okay.
different. But alimony, you know what I'm saying? I think he should have to maintain a lifestyle that I got comfortable with. You can go to a court, and the power of the state will compel my labor to say, hey, yo, yeah, you got to make sure she's still comfortable.
It depends.
There is
because-
no thing in that contract
it
that says,
Mhm.
hey, yo, she still got to cook you dinner 3 times a week. There ain't none of that. There ain't no,
there
yeah, I
isn't
got
none of
comfortable with
that,
her
but-
food.
But let's remember, marriage is somewhat of a financially binding contract. So here's the thing.
Mhm.
I would say those type of instances should only occur when the marriage has had some longevity. I'm talking like maybe
Yeah, but that's typically how it is. You have to have been married for a period of time for you to get that type of money out of somebody.
right, because
So-
9 times out of 10 she has invested in him in some way. She has been his
Yes.
peace. She has helped
Had
him
had
get-
his kids,
had his kids, financed whatever. Maybe she's dealt
taking
with
care
it,
of the home.
taking care of the home, dealt with the business in some way. Like she deserves a cut of what you're bringing in
The
because she
average-
added to your worth.
The average
So when she
human
leaves,
being,
when you invest in a business, when you buy stocks out of a business, right? You invest in a business.
Mhm.
When you leave the business, you take the stocks that you have incurred plus a little bit of interest, right? So she has invested in him. Like for instance, these basketball wives
Mhm.
with the merchandise and shit. Like Shaq's whole family works for him. I'm sure Shawnee was working for him. So whatever she put into that business, she should be able to take back out.
No, she didn't.
Yes,
That's
she did.
that's a
This
woman's perspective is that I added unto you. You
That's
wasn't
not
in-
true.
You wasn't.
She probably did.
It's-
Shaq's whole fucking family works for him. Are you serious?
So
This is just
so
an example.
so here we are. The average man, like,
Mhm.
if I go to work and you make me breakfast, that's something that you say adds value to me.
She was a chef.
So you s- like I went to
That's free labor you're getting.
so here's what you're
Because guess what? You didn't make it.
so here's what
So
but here's the
you would
problem
have to pay
is-
somebody to come and cook for you.
right. So what
Or
you're
pay to
saying
get it.
is because I did something that has
You're not
nothing analogous with the labor it took to.
No, what I'm saying is that's the terms you guys agreed to. When y'all were together, you agreed that she would cook you breakfast, this, that, and the other. That was her contribution to the household. If you wanted her to work, you should have said that. But that's not what you said.
Typically, if
You
a
made her
woman is-
jobs.
Okay.
Sorry, you made her
No, you
job.
good.
What's up?
Oh, he
About
has
damn
finally
time.
arrived.
right?
Oh my god. Let's get off our subject and get on this guy.
Yeah. Why are you late?
Just
Lately.
late as
Huh?
fuck.
And guess what? He was ready.
No,
he
we start at
was ready
7.
on time.
It's
Bogus. We've been starting at 7:00 for the past like 3,
it's
4, 5,
on
6,
the
7,
it's
8
on the
months.
page, B.
He was actually.
Oh, now you busy.
Nah, I swore it was 9, bro.
It used to be 9.
Okay.
That
Used
was like
to
a-
be like 6 months ago.
That was before we got the studio.
I for
Mhm.
sure thought it was 9, bro.
You thought you was doing us a solid, huh?
Hey, I thought I was on time. Now, to be fair, there has been times I've been on time.
Amen.
And
For
we
a 7
still
o'clock.
been late.
For a 7 o'clock
Bogus.
But-
podcast.
I didn't know, nigga. Damn. My bad.
But you here
Nah,
now.
for real,
That's
though.
all that matters.
My bad, y'all.
Can you shift his over a little bit?
Nigga. That's crazy. I had a long fucking day today. For real, for real.
Did you?
Oh.
Yeah, bro. I had since fucking 6
Yeah.
o'clock. Damn. I definitely thought it was 9. That's my bad, y'all.
Other way. Other way.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was like, why is it hit me? It's 9. I'm about to be there.
I
Yeah.
don't,
It's
know
like
how
he
you
coming-
still, I don't know how you still thought it was 9 o'clock and you been on time to the 7
7
o'clock
o'clock ones.
ones.
Hey, I think that's evident. A nigga been going through it. Bro. That's crazy.
Either going through it or you smoke too much weed.
Nah,
Or
both.
both.
Probably both. I was like, hey, sometimes you got instead of it bees like that, you just gotta roll one up. goddamn,
Listen.
'cause-
We do not condone that on this podcast.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Not
We were
on-
talking about
Not on.
tobacco leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ain't that what you said earlier?
Of course.
Yeah, tobacco.
Gotta roll a little tobacco.
Cancer? No.
Yeah.
Cancer stage.
Cancer
Real
stage.
tobacco doesn't cause cancer. Like the ones who used to be rolling it up in the fields, that don't cause cancer.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore.
You know,
No.
not
It is
we
now
have we have
officially
what they call
naturally born.
processing.
Yeah.
That
Niggas put a
process.
rap on that. They put a kibosh.
You want to
on that.
live after you do this? Nah, can't be none of that.
No, you niggas
Absolutely
having way
not.
too much fun.
What? There's no risk.
mind expansive chemical situation. Nah,
Mm-mm.
it's gonna cost you a lung, buddy.
Oh, shit.
Maybe both.
Native Americans had it good though, bro.
Boy, they had a good run. Man,
had
they
a
was
good
having it.
run.
They was having it. They was having their way.
Right.
Mhm.
One Thanksgiving later, can't get rid of these
Hold on.
motherfuckers. These are like roaches.
Damn. Nah, my brain is cooked right now, bro. And
What?
it's not the weed, like for real, for real. That is
What is it?
crazy.
It's the
that's,
Izep.
that's bothering me because
Yeah.
we be getting out of here at like 11, 12. So we be
Mhm.
like 7 to 11.
No, like well, everybody will kind of like.
on that.
No, am I no, for real. Am
It'll
I
be
tripping?
from like 8ish to maybe like 10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay,
everybody
that's
will
what it
start
And then we mill
trickling in
around a little
after
bit,
7.
and then after
Okay.
there's always
Mhm.
the after talk and stuff like that.
We be on
Man,
air
that's
for about
crazy.
2 hours sometimes,
Yeah.
maybe 2.5.
No, I really feel bad. For real, for real. That shit was like, damn, nigga, like,
It's okay, bogus.
man,
Didn't you just come from out of town? Didn't you just have an event?
nigga.
Yeah.
Like, not even that, bro. Like, I think I can talk about this. I feel like, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I had a deposition on Friday.
Deposition.
What is today?
It's Sunday, Saturday.
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 Today's Saturday. So I
Yes.
had a deposition yesterday.
Oh my gosh, bro! Yesterday,
I'm-
you
bro,
remember yesterday?
I be busy, bro. Like y'all think it's a game out here.
That's
It is
what's up, though.
not. Yeah, like
That's what's up.
I mean,
the
I'll
hell
be
is a
running off of
deposition? You
3-4 hours of sleep sometimes, bro, and then still got to be a dad. You know, go handle business, come home, handle, and then the school's been out. You know what I'm saying? So I've been helping with the virtual work, and all my nieces and nephews.
Oh,
My
shit.
brother got 6 kids.
Damn.
Okay, he done Brady bunched with somebody.
Well,
She-
how many
she
brothers
had-
you got?
I got 2. Yeah, but
Okay, I only know about one then. Okay.
yeah. The other one, he out in Cali.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he in the Marines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I had a deposition yesterday. I mean, nigga, like then the music shit, of course. So yeah, that's my bad, y'all. But nah.
Jive would like to know what a deposition is.
Oh, depositions.
It's a legal
dang.
thing, ain't it?
You don't know the deposition? You a
You
nigga?
have to-
Nah.
Oh! You a
That'd
nigga.
be crazy.
You've never
ain't it?
been deposed?
What? Hold on.
It's
Nah.
like you gotta like go to court and like
Well, it's
swear before somebody.
It's before you go to court, but you do have to. It's like they're getting the facts from you.
Can I be nosy?
Random ass
Nope.
question.
Nope, I'm gonna keep it.
Random ass question.
Why
Am
you
I the
getting-
only one that watched the little
I
rug
knew you was
cleaning
about to-
videos at 2 in the morning?
You said what?
Am I the only one that watched the little rug cleaning videos?
No, the
at 2 in
Stanley
morning?
Steamer shit or the infomercial whoopties.
Nah, it's not a commercial, but it just be like the people cleaning the rugs in the middle of the night.
I know what you're talking about.
Kel, you
Where it's
be
like
on
really,
YouTube
really, really,
watching
really,
rug
No,
cleaning?
it's on Instagram.
Oh,
it's on
those.
It's on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I know what
Okay.
you're talking about. I be watching.
I
that
was
shit
about
too,
to
dude.
say, Kel.
I be like, how the fuck did they do that? And why the fuck is
Why-
it
why
that
is the
dirty?
fucking third
Oh, you talking about the
dirty?
one where it goes from like a fucking mud flap to a fucking
Yeah.
like
That's a-
Winnie the
Colorful
Pooh.
ass.
Yeah. I be watching them shits. Yo, that shit will how you watch it for like 15 minutes.
No,
Shit
fact.
turned into Eeyore. It's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? It was black. It was
That
black.
was under
The
there?
whole video. Hell no, bro. And they be taking their times. That shit sped up.
No,
'Cause they be-
the ones that was getting me that had me in the headlock for a minute was the ones that was them Asian cats that be in the middle of the forest and make
Oh,
a
and they
fucking
be
mud
making
hut
houses and
mud
shit?
hut mansions.
No.
Bro, this one nigga had
Yeah.
a whole pool.
That's the one that fucked me
Yeah.
up. Bro
Okay, I
made the
saw that.
pool with a
Yeah.
stick. He's going out there with a
Yes.
stick.
Yeah.
Come
I'm
on.
like,
Not a
what?
shovel.
Then he
A
made
stick, a real
made
sturdy stick.
this
he
motherfucker
found.
made a hearth and was cooking inside the hut and it had like all the like it had the smoke vent.
But you know what's
We are
Crazy.
crazy?
learning
Crazy.
the wrong things.
Are we
That's
learning
not
the
real.
absolute wrong fucking
Nah,
things?
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
God.
y'all, but I think that is what made humans super terrifying back in the day.
What?
Because,
We could
like,
do that.
Yeah, that was our evolutionary thing. That's what
Yeah.
made us. Because we evolved from monkeys. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what happened. You got to deal with it one way or another. It's what happened.
Whatever.
But we were this class that was so advanced in the mind that we used tools in a whole nother
Mhm.
way. Like, you got chimpanzees and stuff like that that use tools to operate in life and everything, but we were just, housing and weapons and gardening, and then it just over time, we get to where we are now.
Pew pew pew.
But like them niggas walking out with the stick in the woods is like, fuck, like that's animal.
That's some real
seeing a human walk like a human that's proficient, you know what I'm saying? Walk into the woods, oh man, there go the neighborhood. Damn, the tree's about to get cut down.
That is something, because animals know when they can hunt a human and when a human hunt them.
When
Like,
it's not
no. This one knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh shit! Hold up now. That's Bear Grylls.
Yeah. Because I think like there was like the tigers that be like, there was this tiger that was hunting people, and then they found out that when they started hunting the tiger started making different moves. Like, it wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, I know what this is.
You tried to get me for what I did to homeboy. Nah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's we were talking about dating, and like dating with intentions, and my question was, is it fair to put so much weight on a first date? Like, whenever you ever been like on the before the date, when you do the swipe right, swipe left, or however it works, and you already see the manifesto that motherfuckers be having on there. I got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. I need a nigga that's gonna.
I got Geico insurance.
Or you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I make 6 figures. I'm 6'2", and I ain't got no time for no. And it's just like
the ILA. What's up? You a longshoreman?
Oh yeah, he's on the picket line.
Go holler at him real quick.
He got nothing but time on his hands.
No, I saw something where they had gotten an approved pay raise of like 63%.
Yeah, they reached a deal on something.
Oh, they had to.
That's why I said that. Yeah.
They had to.
They're making money.
There you go.
It's already.
You look nice too, Nadia. You might. I'm saying Nadia look nice.
Hey, that's
too,
why.
bro.
That's why she's going on a date tonight.
It's gonna be over with. Shit, you gonna step outside? They gonna be like, my whole pension.
She going out like Debo.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 63% raise. We got a 63% raise, didn't we?
No, I got a 63.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Oh, but that's crazy.
I'm Dirty Dan.
It's crazy work. I do want to be clear. The deposition ain't gonna be. Y'all ain't gonna hear like no crazy ass news article come out about me.
Okay,
Like, just want to be clear. This ain't no Diddy party shit. Just want to put that out there.
There wasn't a bottle of lotion in his deposition.
Nah, none of that.
3 months later.
Right? Fucking media firestorm. He talked about it on this podcast. All the views go up.
They searched his home and found.
Lord
Oh
Jesus.
my gosh, those are always the worst.
Yo, they never find anything good.
I remember.
It's never like he's hooked up kids to. He's hooked up kids to cure the cancer.
Right? Nah.
He's, what I'm saying, he's found like all these lost puppies and he's homed them.
Like somehow he arranged a basement in Savannah, Georgia, and we found.
Right. Where the fuck did he get a basement? First of all,
like, nigga, we're on the coast.
Do you ever see some of the shit they find in these basements? Like, how did you get that past neighbors? Like, nobody saw you bring this in?
There's like this one story of this guy, and his house was basically a fucking maze underneath his basement. Like, it was the size of his basic first floor, like, floor plan. But he had a specific, this is trigger warning, he had a specific, like, daughter that he really liked. And
I think I remember
it was like a maze throughout the basement of, like, doors and, like, locks and da-da-da-da in order for you to even get to her. And she was down there 4 years, and nobody knew it.
She had kids down there.
Yeah, with him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
I think the only
Yeah.
reason like they ever like found out, if I'm just the same.
She
one
got free. The one that I'm talking about, she ended up getting free, I believe,
That's
somehow.
crazy.
No, the one was like she got really sick.
I think the daughter got sick.
Yeah, the daughter
and
got
they
sick.
had to take it to
Oh,
the
wow.
hospital.
Yeah.
It's just like the only way that, and
Damn.
I would have to come with, and then she
Yeah.
got free that way.
Yeah.
They made
Yeah,
a
yeah,
movie
yeah.
about it too, but I don't know how similar it is to that
These
case.
niggas are
It's
sick
one
out
called
here,
like
bro.
The Girl in the Basement. Nadia, if you want to watch
I
it.
know what you're talking about. I
There's
saw
a
that
movie.
with Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
With Tammy from Basketball Wives.
Excuse me.
Right?
I'm not sure who's. I don't
Okay,
remember
light
who's in it.
flex.
What?
I saw that with Tammy from Basketball Wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. No, I don't.
I think that's it.
I don't remember
Where
who's in it.
it's like her sister.
Nadia, let me get $5
I'm
off
sorry,
you real
bro.
quick, bro.
Never mind.
I don't remember. I don't remember who I was. It was been a minute since I've seen it, but yeah, no, that case was crazy. She had mad kids by then, but one of the kids ended up getting really sick, and they had to go to the hospital, and that's how she ended up getting discovered and set free.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I think I did
But-
hear about that.
It was one situation where she would have kids, and the dad would just be like, "It's a baby on the doorstep. We got to take care of it," and the mom would just fucking take care of the kid. And like it would be attached to that situation. So like the one in the movie though is a little bit different. The kids were in the basement with her growing up, but this one he would get her pregnant and take the kids from her, and then have the mama raise the kids upstairs.
What happened to this nigga?
I don't remember this.
I really hope he didn't kill himself, and he's just having.
No,
the
I'm pretty
worst,
sure he's just
The worst.
just the worst fucking time.
Yeah.
You know, there needs to be
what happened to
special
that
jail for those people.
You know what happened to
No,
that one dude that
facts.
did it in Cleveland, right? As soon as he
As soon as he found out he killed
multiple
himself.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
As soon as they found him out,
They posted the picture, and he was like, "Well,"
yep. I'll have none of this.
I was like, "God damn!" I was like, "Y'all not supposed to post,
Right.
Y'all
Y'all
gotta
need to
get that
him
nigga,
first.
bruh."
Yeah.
Man,
There was one.
My
This
nails
was
are
like on one of those
breaking.
one of those TLC joints. The dude had kidnapped this girl. It was him and a Mexican dude, and he kidnapped her, killed her friends.
that
And then killed her, and then I'm glad you did that. Thank you, sir. Yeah. And then
It's
when
crazy, bro.
when he went, they when you deposed him, is that what?
okay. Jesus.
They deposed him or whatever. They were interrogating. They were
Yeah.
interrogating him. They had in the room where the camera be in the corner.
hmm
As soon as they got my motherfucker in the room, that motherfucker went into his sleeve or some shit like that, pulled out a pill, pooped that shit, killed himself.
Damn.
Immediately. Like he was having none of that.
He a pussy.
But he had said, like the other dude had said, if they ever get caught, that's what he was doing.
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, I'm not.
I'm telling you, it needs to be a special jail for them, like for real, and everybody who just has like those fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
this lady out?
Oh, this thing.
What happened?
Wait,
What?
what? Somebody? Why? I don't know what. Some dude named Paul Peters said, "Why does this lady out looking 8 months pregnant?" I don't know what you're talking about, G.
All
You
right,
have
poor
to-
Peter.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. I had to check. Wait a minute.
Peter poured up.
Put a name on it, my nigga.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Like, what you talking
It's
about?
too-
We're gonna send them
woman
shooters
ask
over there,
somebody.
Pete. No. Nah, but they like for real. There needs to be a jail for them niggas where like they're there and everyone who just has like violent inclinations can just pull up and just
It'll be a free range. You don't need.
you know what I'm saying?
No, we
Just
be a
sign in,
purge.
We not
leave your ID at the.
encouraging niggas to pull
leave-
up.
It's the
No.
purge.
Hey, fuck that.
No.
Did y'all hear
them
that
niggas is
Trump was
wildin'.
supposedly
Yeah.
saying we should have a purge?
That nigga said an hour. Like,
Is that what he said? He said that for real?
Yeah,
He said
we
like
should
damn
have
near
like a
a
moment of
Belko
just
experiment.
violence.
Yeah, a really rough time is what
A
he
really,
said.
really rough time.
But like violence is what you mean. Like I know what you white men mean. You can't fool me with your speak.
like,
You're
first of all, biatch, the first person we coming for is you. We
Like,
already
bro.
tried.
And that's what the whole purge is about. It's just rich people sitting back,
Yeah.
being inaccessible and watching.
Right. It's like,
And I feel like we're gonna get to a point where we might have to do that because the way the population is growing and how we don't have a lot of food. Like most of the food we eat ain't 100% food.
well,
Just for that.
that's because food industries are really drug companies and they're really cutting food with bullshit.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it. There's
So,
there's plenty of food.
There's
to
plenty
go
of
around.
food. There's not plenty of money. We don't
Yeah.
have a food problem. We have a food access problem.
Mhm.
You don't make enough money to be able to afford this food. A country that could throw away 50% of the food it produces. Come on, man. We don't have a food problem. We have a you can't pay for it problem.
But I feel you.
I'm not giving you.
It's
enough
mad
to pay for
process,
it,
but
bro.
there's a lot of options out there. Like the thing that blew my mind is like nigga went to Aldi's and it was like every brand out there that's like a Kroger, Publix, whatever. They're just paying for that spot. That's it. That doesn't mean they're the best. That doesn't mean, they're creating that actual product on the box. Any of that. They're just paying for that spot. Like you go to Aldi's and everything, and they like to say it's just off-brand stuff. But these are reputable brands. This is like organic materials, ethically sourced stuff. But it's placed in a store and motherfuckers be like, that's just bargain.
Yeah.
There's this thing called Misfits, and it's selling like vegetables and shit like that they just basically scuff off to the side and don't use just because it's not pretty.
I saw that.
I want a shipment.
That's
Send
crazy.
it my way, please, because I don't give a fuck if it look lopsided as long as it's still the same thing and it tastes the same way.
That'd be it, bro. They be wildin', man.
It's not gonna be the same shape after I cook it any fucking way.
Like
Chopping
I
this bitch
saw
up.
they did,
Exactly.
instead of bacon strips, they give you like the pieces used to season meat, but like they don't put the extra salt on it. Like it looked like salted pork, but it's just bacon. It's like thick bacon.
It sounds
fat
good.
girl. Yeah.
Listen, because I'm like, go ahead and run it to me. It
Nadia
does
turned
not
to
need to be
ASMR there at the
pretty.
end. Yeah.
Nice little mukbang.
Thick bacon.
Dude, you have no idea. It's like eating what do y'all call?
You thought
y'all
that
call
was a
burnt ends
soundboard,
or
didn't
something
you,
like
Bogus?
Mhm.
You thought that was a soundboard?
No, I knew it was somebody.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Jive.
That was
No.
Oh, that was you. You picking up. You picking up from Jive. I'm about to be a damn sound effects crew over here. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I hit the button. It wasn't.
Face ass.
No,
That is not.
You did not hit the button.
That
I didn't hit the
sounds
right
like
button. I didn't hit the right button.
Just did like a whole Raven zoom to the 1970s. Just
Y'all should have saw him try to push the button.
I did. Yeah. It was a guess.
And it was incorrect.
It was. I am ashamed a little bit.
Oh man, no,
So
no more
now-
ashamed than me, my friend.
I drove here.
Yeah, right.
No, so like dating. Let's get back to dating. We went off on a
Dating what
tangent.
It's what I do best. Sorry.
Listen,
So like,
squirrel.
just the idea of dating with intentions. I get it. Like I think it's whatever.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
the
But
question
like,
I
we're-
asked your
Pressure,
ass.
pressure on the first date.
But like it's like pressure. Like it's like I want to know. I was just saying to them like I want to know the ending before the beginning. Are you gonna be worth it? Like how there ain't no really any way to get to it, but to go through it. You're gonna have to go through some stuff.
Oh, when you
What?
said pressure, I thought something totally different. Like
What
I
you
was
talking about?
thinking like, is this person gonna be as cool as they were when I was talking to them? Not
Yeah.
like end of the road type shit.
I mean,
That's
So-
a bit much on the first date.
Yeah,
So then-
that-
so then you-
But
say-
that's what I was talking about earlier. Because there are women that will vet
Yeah.
the fuck out of you on your
and
first
they'll
date.
say that I'm dating with intention. And
Yeah,
their
and
intention
lead
is
with
to
that.
get
That's
married.
what I was talking
like,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. But to decide that on the first date
That's
is
strong.
like, it's a bit much. That takes time.
But I mean, there are women that are like, oh, first date, I seen 45 red flags, and this ain't gonna work. It's like you.
I
But
mean,
that's
but it
fair.
is what it
That
is.
is fair,
It is
though.
very
How does
possible.
how do you like? You know
I
what
can.
mean?
Okay. First of all, so granted, I may not be vetting you about what your income or how your house is, but your opinions on certain topics, like I may
Yeah.
purposefully
Mhm.
ask you, like, or even bring up, like, oh, I have my homegirl, she's gay and she has a wife and they're looking to adopt, and I just get your opinion based off of that. Bitch, I'm trapping you. I'm trying to figure out what you're
Yeah.
She
talking
put the
about,
trap card face down
Yeah.
and ended her turn.
and just slid it over.
And then you fuck up, she throwing a spade on your ass.
Yep.
Shit, I'm finna have a gay sister too, bro. I really be wanting
Now
to
she
know.
taking
like,
that bag.
I really be
Pussy
wanting to know
PR.
how men feel about
Listen,
that.
it's finna
sometimes.
start happening. I gotta get in contact with you. I wanna try and do it on Wednesdays at 7. Would that work for you?
Oh my God, what have I started?
What?
Pussy
You
PR,
really
the girl, all
did.
girls
She was talking about this at the house.
podcast.
It's-
No.
and it's
She
called
was.
Pussy PR.
Well,
Can I sit
like
in
the
and just
name.
be
maybe,
the
maybe
punching
not.
bag?
Can we do PPR?
Sure,
PPR.
but I was thinking about spelling
Okay.
it Pussy, like Puss apart with the E. Mhm.
You
Can
know
I
what I'm
get
talking
10?
about?
I'm getting 10% somehow.
Hold on.
I'll mention
I'm
your
a-
name.
I'm a
though.
need-
Do you know what I'm talking about? When
I
I'm
need to
talking
be
about
involved.
Pussy?
Is it like a food?
No, Pussy from Orange is the New Black. That was my
I never got not into it.
Oh, bro, that's what I thought you were paying tribute to.
All
no,
right.
no, no.
I was like,
no,
oh, that's
no,
dope, bro.
no.
We
She
done
was
lost a
Just a
podcast
fancier
job.
way to say. Just
Nah,
a
she was
fancier way to
dope.
say pussy. But if we were to do it, I like the idea of pussy PR. Like if we could figure out a way to make it sound more classy,
I'm
then
not
sure.
gonna say no. You already know about it. I'm not gonna wild out. Okay, good. I'm
I
being a
love
good
it.
guy.
It's
I like it too.
controversy as
She was
hell.
literally talking about
But
this
market-wise,
unprovoked.
we
There was
got a
no other
PPR.
conversation
Yeah.
happening
Yeah, we can have
before
it as
this.
like we can
That's
do that with
crazy.
the
Even-
logo or something like that. But
I'm gonna start doing consulting or something, bro. For real, for real.
I
'Cause
like
that's-
it, but it's wild, bro. It's wild.
It's
I know
supposed
I
to
like
be.
it
it's
though.
going to get people to look and be join the conversation. Our topics don't have to be in your face that way, but
Oh,
to get
shit.
you,
I don't mind.
no, I'm just saying.
Like,
Like,
no, we got no. That's what we're gonna do. That's
we're
what we're
gonna
gonna
have
do.
those
I don't
conversations.
mind.
One thing that I love
Pause.
to do is to use like the words that have negative connotations and taking that away and putting my own thing on it, like the little bad bitch blueprint that I have on there. Because like calling
Hold
a
on.
woman a bitch at
Time
the end
out.
of the day is
Time
bad,
out.
but
You do not discuss this on live. You're done. You're
What?
finished with this conversation.
okay.
Right,
Yeah.
y'all are like, yeah,
you're,
y'all-
you're giving sauce
Oh
out.
my
right,
God.
yeah, you
Nigga,
really are.
Nah, fuck that nigga. We can keep talking.
No, I mean,
I
my
don't
brain-
think you
my thing is
understand what I'm
really-
saying right now.
Yeah,
I'm not
Don't
saying you
nobody
shouldn't
tell me to
have-
stop talking, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, do your thing.
Yeah.
No,
Don't
Never
nobody
mind.
tell
this
me
is
to
what
stop
happens.
talking.
This is what happens. I want you to know.
No, I respect it, but yeah, that's the idea I have. If we can gloss it over
We
and
cool
make it a
though.
little,
Nobody tell me to.
We cool though.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
if we can make it
Oh.
more,
'Cause
maybe
them
a little
fight
bit more
words.
demure
Huh?
than maybe.
Them
Oh, we
fight
can.
words.
But-
Let's get it.
I see why you was trying to kick your ass.
I'm coming here crawling back.
Guys,
What was it like?
help
Fucking
me.
like what was it?
Coughing and shit.
Fucking Patrick.
He
He went outside with Sandy. Sandy drug his ass. All you hear was
Patrick went through it out there and he had his life went a whole nother trajectory.
That nigga came back in the inside of a trombone. Nigga, that shit was crucial.
And just sat down regular. I'll be good.
I'll be good.
Hey, yeah. No, but, no, it's all love though.
See that- see
I
how
just
you
want
can be
y'all
a-
to keep
No,
that
no,
sauce.
no. I
Yeah,
get what you're saying.
facts.
But back to like the conversation, I guess at hand in regards to the dating with intentions thing. If
I
you're
don't think
gonna-
there's anything wrong with dating an intention. It just has to be reasonable.
Yeah,
I mean-
don't be OD.
But there's a lot of pressure on the first date for both parties because it's
Mhm.
like first impressions last forever, bro.
Yep.
Like, and you just don't want anything to go wrong if you've really been enjoying the time.
But even when
Okay,
things
yeah.
do go
Yeah.
wrong, you know what I'm
Like,
saying?
no.
Like, just own up to it. That
Mm-hmm.
typically makes it even better. Like, it was one guy, I don't remember what the fuck. I listen to Reddit stories all the time. And
oh man,
there is this one instance
shit's be
where
unhinged.
I think he peed on himself or something. And he was like mad
During the
embarrassed.
first date.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was mad embarrassed about it. But the chick was like, man, cool. She took him home, got his, helped him shower and
She took a
everything.
little pissy home.
She took Pissy Elliott home.
Pissy Elliott. No.
Bro.
No.
I feel for this man, but bro.
Hey,
Yo.
I had to throw that out because she said that. That just hit my mind. I wasn't even gonna go that way.
But like, why would you? Why he can't drive himself? Like, what are we doing? Why are
I
you
don't-
pissy in my car?
But she took him home.
I don't got no seat covers.
I understand this madness.
I'm just imagining Nadia driving this nigga home and asking him questions like, "Why are you pissy in my car? Why are we doing this?
What is wrong with you?
What's
Why
happening?
you too grown for this shit?
We are adults, and I'm driving you home because you wet yourself."
No,
He
I
still
no,
got a
I
second date
get
out of
it.
her.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm
what's up.
saying.
Okay,
She said,
Yeah.
what happened?
really?
She
He
was
gotta
really
vibe, man.
understand. Yeah, it
He
was,
gotta-
it was
he
a
gotta
great
have
first
something.
date.
Hold
and
on.
then
Was it just the second date?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
We don't
'cause-
get that invested into it through there, but
Yeah,
we
I
got an
don't know.
update, and she was down with the cause. Like she
That was her
wasn't
nigga now?
pressing it. I think they got
That's what's
together.
up.
I
think-
know this. Now, mind you, I was in the army. I know
Mhm.
it happened to a dude, but
But
He
why,
was
why
drunk.
is he not driving his own car?
I'm telling the story as far as I remember. I don't know if it was exactly in that manner, but sometime, some way, even if I'm not even positive it was that he pissed his pants, but it was something to that extreme. And she assisted
Okay.
him with it afterwards at her place of residence. So, however that
She saw it.
No, I know.
she saw that print.
She
through the-
saw where
through
it
the
started. It was
thing.
like,
Oh, okay.
Let's buy the
Women.
kneecap. I can work with this.
just wash that off.
Yeah, I got a rag and a towel at home.
Yo,
that's
that happened
crazy.
to a friend of mine. He got pulled over by the police. And the police officer, he told the officer he had to pee. And the officer was like, "You take your dick out here, you're going to jail." And he had to pee, so he peed on himself in front of the cop and the girl.
That's $50,000 right there.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh, I was about to say. Hold
But I
on.
would
Like
definitely,
lawsuits?
yeah, I would,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would sue the
yeah.
fuck out that nigga. Yeah.
Same.
So
Sorry.
he,
You
Like,
made me do
bitch,
what?
How you gonna neglect me? My basic rights.
Crazy. You pull your dick out. I'm not trying to
Pull my
make
dick
you
out.
watch.
I
Nigga,
gotta
like-
fucking pee.
So he peed, and then the police officer that end up like didn't get arrested or nothing. The girl
I
helped
bet he
clean him up,
fucking didn't.
and
His goddamn squad car going.
still got to a happy ending. That's what
I
we-
mean, no, that was a solid move.
Yeah, I would have just peed on myself too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I remember we was in the studio and nigga was like, "Man, I don't see how you niggas be getting caught with 30 pounds in the trunk. I get pulled over, I'm shitting myself." I'm like, this is the craziest conversation.
Just said that.
Just said that, bro. But it's real. I mean,
They still gonna search the car. You just going to jail with shit on.
that's the other part. I'm just like, hey,
I'm
but he
definitely
tried.
searching the car now. Nigga, you
But-
suspicious
You
as
shitting
fuck.
You good?
Like, did you just shit on yourself? Get out.
Sir,
Yeah, open that trunk.
All right.
And I'm throwing his ass
We got a
on
code
his
brown.
stomach in the car.
On
Code
his
brown.
stomach is crazy.
No, God, like you laying on your stomach in the car, bitch. You're not sitting down regular in my car like that. No, stomach down, ass up. Sorry. Just lift your
That
feet up
is
so I can close the door.
crazy.
Lift your feet up so I can close the door.
That is a crazy thing to say. Take
Yeah, how
someone
do
to
you- yeah, how
jail.
do you- yeah, how do you
Stomach
take a
down,
motherfucker-
ass up.
Put a motherfucker in the trunk. You're gonna
Throw his ass in it. Why the fuck would I'm no?
take the shotgun, take the shells, take everything, put that in the back seat, and put you in the motherfucking trunk. You're not riding with.
You're not riding with me.
That's
I
crazy.
don't think I can ride with shit. I'll be like threw up,
No,
crashed
facts.
out.
I have to smell you.
Crashed out.
No, yeah, no,
I'd
he's
do that
riding
crash.
in the trunk. Or I'm gonna do him like the nigga do on. I don't remember what movie it is when they had the people on the hood. It's like a horror movie. They had somebody on the hood on the highway.
I feel like you're talking about Mad Max.
I don't know. I can't remember
I
what
like-
movie
yeah,
it is.
Mad
It might
Max
even
dope.
just be Jeepers Creepers, but I think it is Jeepers Creepers. She had like a chick on like the front of a 16-wheeler, just driving her ass around.
That wasn't Jeepers Creepers.
It was something.
I don't know what Jeepers Creepers you are.
I've seen almost all of them. There's some new ones now.
There's
Yeah.
There's like two or three.
yeah, there's three of them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
three.
like the latest ones, I think they were. It was a point where they were on the highway. Or
Wasn't the last
driving
one? That was the
around.
one where the guy broke down on the highway, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
it the last?
It was one when they broke down on the highway. They were stuck.
It was
on the
a-
There
highway.
was the football team.
That was that
There
two?
was
I'm finna
the
look.
first one was the kids, the Justin Long one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Then
one for sure.
second one was the football team.
Okay, I haven't seen the third one.
And then the third one was
I'm finna see now.
Wait a minute,
I don't know if I saw the third one yet. I think I just saw two.
Yeah, them niggas was in the car.
The third one?
Yeah.
I seen the second one for sure. I seen the second one a couple times. I like
It's
that.
crazy. He had someone on the hood like
You
twisted
want
metal.
ugly ass nigga? I can tell you that.
Oh wow.
Crazy word.
So you're going on a date.
My bad.
Am.
Beeline.
I'm gonna tell you,
again.
everybody damn.
Oh, I did do that. damn,
Yeah,
damn.
bro,
Just-
calm down.
So like, what are some of the qualifications to date
Nadia.
you these days?
Mm.
Like, what are you looking for? What are some of your green
Somebody
flags?
that's 6'2" with a lot of money.
Right.
my
6
God.
figures or 6'2".
I mean, you ain't gotta have 6 figures, but have a steady income. That's what's important. Something that is enough to take care of you, and then if you want to entertain a date, the date. You know, like niggas living paycheck. I can't do that because you don't have any extra room for like
Me.
me.
Mhm.
I'm not even talking about my nails or my hair or none of that. I'm talking about just being
Me.
able to take
to
me out.
experience me.
Exactly. But yeah, 6.
We can't go Dutch with love. There ain't no love in Dutch.
What you mean?
Sometimes
Damn.
niggas can't even go Dutch if they live in paycheck to paycheck.
What does Dutch mean? What is that?
Half.
Wow.
Deep sigh.
Right. That was the shallowest deep sigh. Like she tried not to sigh and couldn't not sigh.
Because I used to be on the 50-50 thing, but now I'm like, No.
Now she's selfish.
Not even that. It's just like, bro, how you gonna ask me on a date, but I gotta pay? I might as well take my own stuff. I ain't
Like,
gotta
at this
worry
why
about
is you
you.
occupying my space? Stay the fuck out of.
There are other cultures that do that.
Oh,
We are
that's-
not
that's
those
cool.
cultures.
I'm not a part of
That's
that culture. The culture of Nadia is not paying for her date, bro.
No,
You ask me.
if you ask me out, you covering the tab, my nigga. It's
I'm telling you right now,
common
like women are weird. I'm gonna tell you why.
How the
Because
fuck am I
y'all,
weird?
Y'all have this idea, like, if I'm like, "Hey, yo, bogus, movie's about to play. You wanna go catch a movie?" Like,
but you and
Y'all are
bogus
hanging
aren't
out
dating.
as friends.
When you date, you're supposed to be
different.
showing that. Okay, the whole purpose of dating, right, is to
Let's
see
see.
if we're going to the next level, right?
right.
If you can't even succeed in this level, how the fuck you gonna make it to the next level?
So how is money such a the thing? Like, how is
I'm
money a part?
gonna say this.
It's
It's
not
not
the
about
money,
the
it's
money,
the
it's the
resources.
effort
Back in the
and
day,
the
Money is
they didn't have
resources. Money is resources.
right. It's about the resources. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You think money today, but back in the day, it was all about sheeps and all types of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
The dowry.
can you build a house? Can you
Right.
clean water? Like,
Yeah, but that was also
you farm?
arranged
Can you
marriages.
clean
Y'all
water?
weren't going to the y'all weren't going to the
thing though.
to the promenade to meet this nigga. Like, y'all,
Mop
this
that shit up, nigga.
like, it's like everybody likes to go back to the past and cherry pick the parts that they like. Like, oh, well, this justifies what we're doing now. That is a completely separated culture.
My
You're
thing
talking
is,
about
if
what
you're-
they did feudalism.
you're you're delving into a different area that we weren't on. We were talking about resources when dating. Because when you get married, back in the day, y'all looking for this traditional woman type shit, but y'all don't want to be traditional men. Traditional men didn't do 50-50. Traditional men
Yes,
went.
they did.
No, they didn't. 50. No,
Not on the
traditional
not on the
men
dates.
went out and killed whatever and then
No,
bought it back
first
home.
of all,
They didn't say, "All right,
I
I'm gonna
did
shoot
I
him,
did
and then
this
I want you to
research.
carry it back
Let's
home."
not bring that man up, okay? Because that
But-
man, that's a different type of nigga.
that's a different type
Alright.
of like.
you don't want
when
that
you're talking
nigga.
about
alright?
feudalism,
I
when you're talking about
agree. You
feudalism,
build me a house. I mean, that's pretty.
you're
dope.
talking about
Okay.
the man, woman, and child worked on that farm. Like, nobody had it good, so there wasn't like this
Yeah, you
idea,
talking
right?
20 hours.
Right, like
But-
from the time the sun went up to the
But
time
the
it went
man,
down.
the man
every-
was normally, like you said before, the man was already established. So how the fuck you gonna come over here with nothing and expect me to move with you?
That man wasn't established with money.
right.
But
But
I-
what-
I'ma
but
say
he
this.
had though. But
I
money
agree-
is the thing that is.
I agree
equivalent
with
to
y'all that
Thank
if
you.
I ask you out on a date, because
You need
here's
to
my
pay.
thing.
okay,
Time is money.
Yes.
right.
All right. If I approach you
Mm-hmm.
for a date,
Mm-hmm.
I need to be able to provide for that date.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we get on this date and you act a ass and you have no couth, like 45 oysters,
48.
raw,
It was 48.
48 raw oysters. These niggas is bringing sparklers and shit to the table, and I'm sitting here watching. All right, shit's fried, like, it's cooked. But like, if we can sit there have a nice conversation, all that shit, like that's what the whole date is for.
So then,
But-
how do you?
But
How do
we've
you?
talked, you know what I'm saying? It's not, I'm not hitting somebody up in an IG message like,
So
let's
how
go
do
to the
you? How do you
movies.
talk about those cultures that do have? Oh, I like you. Let's go out, and they automatically assume, look, I'm just gonna meet this person, and I'm gonna pay for my meal, but we're gonna have like.
That
there's-
is
You're making-
developing
what
a
y'all do-
friendship.
what y'all do-
There's
is that?
other
That is
things you're leaving out
developing
in
a
that culture, though.
friendship.
Can you name
There's-
that culture?
There's
Like, what
those are
Dutch?
like
Like, it
group,
literally comes from the Dutch.
but those are like group dates too. Like they have like chaperones and people who are there with them, and then like
But my
there's
thing is, why the
there's
fuck are
still
we
a
talking about what other
discussion.
people are doing?
because here's
It has nothing.
You
want
want to
to
You
go
guys-
be Dutch, Judge?
you guys because you guys make
Go
paying
find
for
a
things
Jiva
sound
wants
so
to be a Dutch.
natural. Oomph. Yeah.
Like, "Get spring, get dinga."
We're gonna get canceled for this.
Right.
This is where
Hey, I'm black. All right, they'll be all right. Let's go talk about what they did in Africa.
Oh,
all
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
They'll be
King
alright.
Leopold. They're gonna
Yeah.
continue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a cook.
So no, it's like women act like it's such a natural phenomenon, like it's nature. Like, oh, it's natural to assume, and it's like it's really socialization.
I mean, it's up to you, but I'm not talking to a dude who don't want to make.
It's up to you.
Go
Thank
away.
you.
Go away. That's what
It's
dating's
up
for.
to
You're
you,
supposed to be
but-
figuring it out. Like,
That's
go
you. But
There are plenty other niggas that will.
But here's the problem,
that's
like.
the fact. That's
But then,
the thing,
okay,
bro.
but then so then we keep
If
doing the
you
same
want
thing
another
and
will.
expecting the different result, right? Then we like to call that madness. So it's like,
Don't
Maybe
try to use
from
my
the-
quote.
She's been
So
saying
let me back up. Okay?
Okay.
I have paid for dates before. Like, I'm not a stranger to that. I told you before, I believe in the 50-50 partnership. Now I don't. So no. We cuz
Okay, so did you pay for it because you met this person and you invited them out, or were you guys already in a relationship and you were like, I'm paying for this date?
we're in a
Have you
If
paid?
I'm,
I've
paying-
done both.
if
I've
I'm
done
You done
taking
both?
you
You done?
out, I'll pay for
I
it.
haven't asked the person out. The person asked me out, but I was like, you know what? I got it. It was like $30. So I was like, all right, I got it. It was a lunch.
It wasn't a
How did you feel about-
resentful?
It was $30.
No.
How did he feel? I
No,
don't know.
how did you feel?
He
about
didn't have
that?
the money.
No, he had the money. I just paid. I was just
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm just gonna pay today.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because that was
That was the
you
context we
peeped that? Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Because we wasn't sure if it was a resentful or a willing.
Because he was like,
Nah,
I got it.
He was cool.
I was like,
He was cool. He was cool.
And this was the first date, or like
Yeah.
this was a
No,
date?
Well, no. Okay, so the
All
way
right,
we
so
yeah,
met,
there we
something
go.
happened.
Yeah.
the way we met, it was kind of like we had spent a lot of time. That I met him in a bar.
okay.
So we spent a good considerable amount of.
He had bought some drinks, is what you're saying.
No, I don't drink. You know.
Oh, you don't drink? That's
So you met.
We coulda got you a
we were
sparkly grape juice or
talking.
Oh, so y'all
we were-
spent some time.
We were talking like we spent the.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we weren't timing.
You
nigga.
met at the
No,
bar.
Calm down.
You don't drink.
What do you?
It's
what do you-
not-
No, we played pool. Like he was chill.
That's what the kids are calling it these days.
yeah. Hey, we're gonna go play pool.
Go play some billiards.
Oh my gosh.
Bumper ball.
But the difference back then and now is that I wasn't looking for a husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for a husband now. I even changed what I'm looking for. Before it was like I was looking for a husband. Now I'm looking for a partner, someone who can show. Like we were talking about we were talking about trauma. Somebody who has gone through some shit, so they know when it comes around.
Yeah,
to be
sexy
like,
trauma. That went up.
Yeah,
That shit is crazy.
yeah.
Sexy trauma.
That
Sexy trauma
That's a
is
winner.
a thing.
Does your mother hate you?
because it shows that you can.
Ooh.
What's your-
Your daddy went for some milk.
he ain't never came back. This is gonna work.
You did 5 years and half of that was in solitary confinement?
Oh, that nigga crazy.
Whoosh.
I know you got demons.
Naughty over here sliding off
You
the
talk
couch.
too
This shit is crazy over here.
It's hot in here right now.
Nigga.
I can't.
Bogus, stop.
And we don't really, if it's a good guy, yeah, well, you know what I mean. But like, we don't like the thugs no more. We like.
You like the Tyler
I'm
Perry
doing
hero.
my best. I
The reform thug.
like the one from Why Did I Get
I gotta go.
Married? The one that took Sheila.
I
I'll apply for one of those.
You out?
gotta go.
I
Oh, yeah,
won.
do you think?
I won. I'm gonna take that.
Whichever one came and saved Sheila, I apply for one of those.
You have a
Put me
great
in the books.
time.
All
You
right,
look
all
great,
right.
Nadia. Be safe.
Have fun, be
All
safe,
right,
please.
yeah,
Can you let
yeah.
us know when you make it back home?
Whose is this?
This is my stuff. That's my
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Good night.
Or at least just me. You're a lady. I want to know.
When she make it home, maybe when the sun comes up. None of
As
your
long
goddamn-
as she's safe.
none of your goddamn business. When I make it home, that's what she tried to say. I said, I got plans, nigga. It's not calling your ass. Trying to.
Hell no. Nah, but I don't know. I think it's fair to have all that pressure on the first date, though. And I don't know. It's just
Like, oh,
if
I'm meeting
asking for
you.
someone- you ask for someone's time, you got to pay for it.
But is my time not worth anything?
If you're
If you are asking me to step out of my place of comfort to come stand in front of your big goofy ass face, my nigga, yes, you paying for the fucking date.
but
It's different if
if
I
she
asked
asked-
you, then it's different. Then
But
it's
how
me.
often does that happen? We
That ain't got
understand.
nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it's not
Have
that,
better
yeah.
standards, my nigga. You
And
want a bitch that's gonna
sometimes-
vet you too.
that's the thing. Sometimes even after like the first date or whatever, like down the line, they're like, "Oh no," like Nadia said, like, "No."
Yeah, eventually it'll come. If she truly fuck with you, she'll go ahead and handle it. Or it'll be like a moment where y'all just out to eat on a regular day basis, and she'll just cover that tab.
Mm.
That's her taking. That's her paying it forward. Exactly. You ain't got shit to say, you jerk.
I know because I gotta be a jerk now.
No, but I mean, it's not like it's a common thing. It's not. You know, it's rare because society kind of expects the man to ask in court and all that stuff. But like, there's
I think
there's so much
y'all have
that
roles.
goes into like being a woman dating a man
Mhm.
that even I have to realize it's like
It's not just
I can
me
take
coming,
her out the game for 9 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you can live your best fucking life.
and it's something that we gotta pay for at the end of the day. I think that's really what the crux of everything is. And it's not
Not
to say
even-
women can't provide for themselves or do for themselves during that time or still be productive while pregnant or anything like that. But it's still something that men can put upon a woman and not feel,
The
any
effects of
yeah.
until after, and then
If
even
that,
at that,
yeah.
right?
So
But
it's just the
But even not only just with that, like you have to understand like the culture of what it's like dating for as women. It's almost like a 45. What's the right number? 40. What's the math? 45, 55.
oh yeah, 45,
average.
55, yeah.
Like 45% of the time, it might be a regular ass fucking person. But then you have on the flip side, if I go, you can be a stalker, you can be a rapist, you can be violent as fuck, you could just be emotionally and mentally abusive. Like it can be so many different levels to it that I can be exposed to and vulnerable to just by giving you the time of day, and you complaining about $50.
Yeah. Cause it's
If I make $15 an hour, you done
Then
took
don't-
half my work day
you
from
shouldn't
me.
be asking.
Don't
That's the
ask
thing,
me
bro. You
out
gotta
on a date that's
you
gonna
gotta
require
you gotta
these
fight.
$50.
You gotta fight in your weight class. Niggas
I
be
think-
niggas be punching out their weight class.
I
bro.
think we have gotten so deep, and this is where I do this thing that I always do. We gotten so deep into capitalism that we look at everything like a market and some sort of investment. Like
But I mean, it's
at some point,
it's
like it's a
realism.
human interaction.
It's
That
a
I'm
human
like, hey, I
interaction
want to.
that exists
You're a
inside of
human and I'm a
capitalist
human, and I would
society.
like to like be a human in front of you. You gonna have to pay, nigga.
Jive, let me say
You
this.
are, it's a human
Let me
experience
say
in
this.
a capitalist society.
If we take capitalism out of it, right,
Mm-hmm.
we can go to, we'll say China, right? Communist China. If a man has a daughter
Mm-hmm.
that is highly desirable,
Mm-hmm.
can a man show up with one cow?
Hell no.
He gotta give Pops the whole, because everybody wants his. I can take my daughter
Mm-hmm.
to the fucking prince. You want to show up here with one cow for my daughter? No.
Right.
She needs, and they have
Mhm.
an established dowry system where you've got to prove you can
Right,
provide.
because but why is there a dowry system, right? And we talked about this, right?
You got to prove you can
I
provide.
mean, no, it's
It's
because
a dowry system because they're
she
losing an element of support. Yes.
because she's a labor
also-
force, so we're losing part of our labor force. You have to give us something
Okay.
because
but
she
it's-
worked
Ja,
here.
but the value is not based on the work she has provided.
Yes,
it's
it
based
is.
on the
No,
life
no,
she
no.
can produce.
It's
and
based
the
on her
assistance.
desirability.
I
whenever-
promise you, we
Bro.
went into this, and it's like
Whenever there are, I'm not saying there's not, but whenever we're talking somebody who's like, whenever they're coming together like families
Mhm.
to decide like, hey, we're gonna join together, make an alliance, whatever.
Mhm.
It's not based on the labor she is providing.
Because truthfully, women don't do that.
That's
much.
it.
yes, they do. Like historically, women have
We're
not
not even-
been these.
We're not saying that they're just pillow princess ass bitch and that they're not putting the
They're
work
not
in.
doing,
But
the
they're
mo-
not doing
mo-
the workload that a man is putting in.
She
She's
could
supplying the
leave-
kids that's growing up to be able to put
the
in that
sons
workload.
aren't sent off because
No.
they're the workforce. Like they're the majority.
She
That's not.
supplies
That's
She handles business. I'm not saying she don't work at all, but it's not based on her
I
work.
promise you, we did the research. It's based on losing because when the woman is married,
Yes.
she's married off.
That's
That
a
means
factor.
you lose labor.
That's a factor.
So and you're doing this thing where it's like, oh well, in the
Okay,
upper
but,
tier
okay.
societies, when they're joining clans, not every marriage is a
Even-
clan joining event. You know what I'm saying? The average human being is
even if it's
That was just
even
one
if it's a
example.
woman of even if it's a bare minimum that the
Okay.
dowry is about, it's to cover that amount, that the supply that they're losing, while also they're the ones that are more desirable or have more whatever behind their name, and then that price still goes up. because of that.
Because it's
So
not. There's still common families, and there's still there's still a tier over there. It's not about.
There's
It's
always gonna
we're
be.
only talking about the elite.
No.
There's a caste system over there. Because they don't have capitalism. It's not like I've got this, I worked hard, I got this much money. Niggas be born into shit over there. And everything's passed down. So if you have a highly desirable daughter and somebody who has shit and their son is actually interested in her, you're going to be able to squeeze them because she's desirable. Not because, hey, I'm losing all this work. Nigga, you have a little ass plot of land. My daughter finds your son, or my son finds your daughter attractive. You can have this much because this is her value. That's what happened. That's not capitalism. That's over in a communist country.
Well, first of all, that's not how communism works. But
no, but I'm not saying that's how communism works. I'm saying you were talking. Well, we've let capitalism come in. Blah blah blah. There's other societies that don't follow capitalism who still place a value on women. You know what I'm saying? In a way that's outside of
because this
like,
is what
you're valuable outside of just like being a woman. Like there's other things that you can give me, whether it be a positive or a negative thing. Some of them see him as baby factories. You can give me a son. Some of them, do see him as a labor in whether it be a factory or on the farm or whatever. But the base of it is the desirability.
It's just the essence of the
that's
woman.
The value.
Period.
And
it's like you have to think of like the debutante balls and all of that stuff. It was just literally just to praise the beauty of what a woman is. And niggas would just come around and sign.
Okay,
yes, I'm using an extensive high class thing, but it's still an example.
But that's because
even geishas.
So when you're using,
and that's bottom of the barrel.
Just like how we use like celebrities here to justify our behavior. The average person, the average person, first of all, is poor. Let's just across the world, the average person is poor.
Okay.
So then that's the truth. Wait. So if you
that's also poor, I'm marrying into this family because we have the resources together that we can both benefit from.
Right. So
that's the structure of.
So check it out. So if I'm marrying your daughter, right, and we are living hand to mouth, like most places in this world are, and America is exceedingly accelerating towards that. I'm not marrying your daughter because, oh, she's so pretty that I will forego starvation. Like that doesn't.
You just gave a super extreme example. The whole world is not. What did you say? Hand to mouth out here?
Yeah.
No.
You think the whole world is on some petite bourgeois?
You think the whole world is hand to mouth?
Everybody is not. Yes, everybody.
Come on,
to an extent.
You think so? You think the whole world is doing really well right now?
No, you're using absolutes. I'm not.
No, that's what y'all did. So
no.
Okay.
No,
because that's not cool for y'all to act like y'all examples are normalized, and then when I make an example,
gave multiple.
No, you didn't.
You
gave multiple.
Absolute. No, and you said the whole. Did you not say the whole world?
The whole world.
We gave examples. We said prom, debutante, geishas, which was bottom. And I said that's bottom of the barrel. That's three different.
First of all, geishas were given to very rich people,
but they are poor.
So what you are doing is you're bathing in extremes.
Those rich niggas saw them.
You do this
they
a lot.
Were like, she's fine as hell.
You do this thing where y'all do this thing where it's okay for y'all to make extreme statements, and then if I make one, it's out of bounds.
Extremes are fine, but you made.
So your extremes are fine. Your extremes are fine.
I said extremes. You made a totalitarian statement. Like
you said, everybody.
The whole world is hand to mouth.
So you don't get conceptualization.
You're not even stating. You're not even basing it on that right now. You're just attacking that I said something about.
No, because what you're saying is you can take a concept, right? And then bathe everything in that concept and go, okay, this is my exemplar of my idea. That makes sense to you.
No.
But then when I say this is the exemplar of my idea, no, you went too far.
It's
an exemplars. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't one thing. Okay. I gave you different tiers.
No, you didn't. You gave me one tier in three different societies that you say you understand.
You can check the comments. I know I'm not tripping.
I know
mean,
I'm not tripping.
We talked about small plots of land all the way up to rich niggas. And you even said, well, you're just talking. I was like, okay, well, let's talk about a nigga who just had one little plot of land and somebody else who had more
and
than
then
him.
I said, okay, these small plot of lands, you think they're, I'm marrying this girl just because she's so fine? That's what you think happens over there.
What are they marrying her for?
You think that
For
never
her
happens?
to have, so
You
for
think
her
you
to
think you
be-
think that's what happens in those small plot of land, those small.
But this is the
those
total
small
part.
rural.
This is what I'm saying. You think it never happens? Because
You
I
think-
think
but
it
you
does.
think- you think
I
it happens.
It happens
I
more
don't think it
often
happens
than not.
all the time. I think it happens. That's my point.
But you think it happens to the point where it's a normalcy. That's
Yeah.
that's what you're saying.
I believe it happens more often than not that people date for looks before they date.
No,
for
when you
'Cause
go
they
to
have
the, when you
arranged
go to the,
marriages,
when you
but
go
it
to
should
these
be fucked.
countries, when you
But
go to
those
these
are
countries,
strictly
they don't
for
marry.
benefits.
They don't marry for those reasons we marry.
Why do they marry?
They get married because of arrangements.
There is
then,
a
Right, and what is
Japanese
the-
princess who stepped down to date a commoner. Are you familiar with that? That just happened. The princess, one of the princesses of Japan, gave up her name, everything, to date a commoner because she loved him.
I don't know about that.
Google it. It was national news.
The point of the matter is,
Okay.
because I'm not gonna. So you
I'm
want me to?
sorry,
Do you want me to?
I'm trying to? I promise you, bro.
So you want me to
But
do?
that was-
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Argue a point that I can't make?
No, it was just.
So what does that do? Like, oh, I don't have the
All right, point
information.
it back.
Let's just get back to, like, I can't argue this point. So
I feel it, yeah, but that was funny as fuck.
So it's like-
Like anyway.
Yeah.
Point of the matter is, look, damn it.
because
I feel like honestly, I just feel as if okay, my question to you is if niggas aren't out here, if we're gonna talk about
Mhm.
poor ass motherfuckers, if they're not dating for anything of monetary value, it's solely for company and companionship, I would assume.
no, like, okay, so and we had this conversation on the podcast that we did the other day.
I
Like,
wasn't
the
present
actual
for it.
truth of how we even got to this point in America was how the Industrial Revolution sold the idea
Okay,
of
which is fine. I get that. With the image of the guy being the provider and the woman sitting at home, the kids go to school, white picket fence. Cool.
so then
Well, that was.
so then
I'm sorry.
so then
I
this-
disagree with that, but.
well, I mean, that's how it happens. It's not a when
you don't think
when
it was like the whole red scare that made the nuclear family?
the
Because that's and I might be misunderstanding what you're
okay,
representing.
so in order to get people from the agrarian culture that preceded
Mm-hmm.
the industrial complex, where everybody worked, right? Because that's how you survived. It sold capitalism. Capitalism sold the Industrial Revolution to the family by selling to the woman. You won't have to work. He will, and that's how you get people to migrate from the agrarian South, from those areas, and get them into these factories, industrial plants. You had to sell them on something, and what you sold them on was the idea of this new system, capitalism, where not everybody has to labor. And this guy, this person is going to be able to afford you a lifestyle that you don't have to physically input in to get anything out of. And you sell them this new idea of masculinity. A real man could take care of a whole family. In all of known history before that, that was not a reality.
Let me just say this. I agree with what you're saying the propaganda was, but the cause for it, I don't believe that was birthed out of the Industrial Revolution. Because the Industrial Revolution, they had everybody working still. There was men, women, and babies in factories. That's why you start having the child labor laws. And that's why the women, they was getting paid, but it's sense to what the men was getting paid. So it's like, you had the seamstresses, you had the motherfucker, because, technology caught up. So they weren't doing like these back-breaking jobs anymore. Yeah, but they were working their asses off.
Mhm.
But, they weren't able to stay at home. They had to go work and provide for the family as well, even if they were a daughter. But what happened was, from my understanding of history, is whenever there was more of a threat of nuclear war, America was like, we've got to find a way to keep the population at a certain level, because especially after World War One, they started really talking about replacement rates because the whole world just went to war. They saw whole countries damn near get, Germany was a world power. After World War One, they were nothing, and that affected America had to step in at that point and be like, look, if y'all ain't okay, this whole shit is not gonna work. So we gotta. Then they started looking at themselves like, damn, we gotta start doing something a little different, because if we end up like Germany, it's over with. And then the nuclear after World War II, whenever the nuclear warfare took off, because we was cool with Russia. World War II, we were on the same side. We dropped the atom bomb, and they was like, what the fuck are y'all doing over there? And then America took some Nazi scientists, and they was like, this is weird. That's when the Red Scare happens, and that's when you start seeing the American family come up. Like, hey, because in between, like when World War One happened and they enacted the draft, women were running the country.
Wait.
Hold on. The men weren't there anymore.
Yeah, but then that's when prohibition comes
question,
in.
Please, she asked. Okay, what was the full question? I don't know which. We were cutting each other off, so it's kind of hard.
You wasn't even looking at the comments.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't. Somebody said somebody looks pregnant, like they're about to give. I don't know, some weird person.
Just came on here to say some negative.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that was.
But not like,
I don't know what that was.
You know what I'm saying? Like World War One happened, prohibition happened, because the women were voting, and women were the only ones running the country at that time. That's why fucking Eisenhower got elected, because he looked like attractive to them.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool with Calvin Coolidge,
right? Ike, yeah, cool, yeah. Him. And then Ike, and then like, oh my God, yo, what are they doing right now? But
no, they was.
So it's, that's where I remember. Especially like being in class and seeing all the propaganda that America put up, because the family started popping up after World War II, like the American family.
That's around the same time as the baby boom after World War One or World War II.
Yeah, that was two.
Wait, was it?
Wait, no,
I think it was after one.
No, that's two.
Is it two?
One
because
like
baby
14.
boomers. Yeah.
That's 1914.
Yeah.
Okay,
baby boomers are like still here.
Yeah.
2000. I mean, Jesus Christ. The World War II.
You were trying to prophesize, and I'm not okay with that. This nigga talking about 2000 something. Silence.
I don't want no parts. I don't want to know
She
myself.
agreed, goddamn, fucking Nostradamus.
Yeah. Nostradamus prophesized the year.
Stop blinking and shit.
That's your brother or your dad right there?
My father.
That's what I thought.
Junior is
he
my
said
father. The Cold War.
Yeah,
the Cold War was where
that's after World War II.
Yeah.
That's when Russia was like, oh, nigga, we stocking up too.
Yeah, I mean, because...
And they was like, oh, and if you got a problem with it, we can do something about it. And America was like, oh, hey,
the baby
y'all get up under them desks.
Yeah.
Hey, stop having kids.
And nobody told us that under the desk don't stop shit.
Don't stop them.
But that's where the family comes in. Like the industrial revolution is fucking crazy. The industrial revolution.
That Zog guy got in there.
The industrial revolution comes. That's like where you see billionaires and shit come. That's millionaires. That's
they're billionaires.
Yeah, that's where you see workers' rights becoming an issue. Like no, like we're humans. You're fucking working us to death. That's when they had living. Like if you were at the factory or something, you lived on the grounds, and then you went to the factory store. They didn't have grocery. You went to the factory store and used the funds you got that day to buy bread and whatever you needed for your family.
Like peonage.
That lived on the shack.
Yeah.
The shack. That's it. That's what they had. Like, even when you one big place that's dope everyone needs to go to, for real, is a Civil Rights Museum. Everyone needs to go.
Where is it?
The Civil Rights Museum in Birmingham. They
I
tell you,
go, yeah.
They show you what it like. Birmingham was the Pittsburgh of the South. So, you know what I'm saying? All the steel, all the mills, all the mines, all that stuff. But they had
I
Like,
wanna go.
these are companies that would have housing on the grounds. That was all of like what Birmingham used to be. It was just steel mills and shotgun houses that was company grounds. But then, some of the companies started going under, and you got a community out of it. But and of course, they busted all that stuff with like the monopolies and all that shit. But them niggas it was mass slavery damn near. But like, they was paying pennies on the dollar or whatever. That's the Industrial Revolution. Because they did not give a fuck about family. It was just
they
working.
said they on Samuel said what I miss, and Jordan said apparently a lot.
Yeah. Niggas talking about history and shit.
It's not loading.
So what was I about to say? To get back to the initial thing, we've been going all over the place.
Hey.
Dating with intent.
It's my fault.
Dating with intent.
I feel like it's my fault. I always be going off.
And you came in here pre-lit, which is,
Always
you do
do.
that, yeah.
Always.
So it's
Maybe
our fault for not
it's a
adjusting.
problem.
That's what it is. It's my fault, and I apologize.
It's his fault for not sharing.
Ha ha.
I owe y'all. One. Next time for sure.
But
I
no,
feel so bad about that, bro, for real.
It's
You
okay.
talking
I
about
was
the
so
9 o'clock?
confident when I came in here.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, oh, we
Came in
gaslighting
chest out.
bogus.
I was like, no, it's 7. It's on
Nigga.
the website.
He said, unfortunately, while they were pushing family values on the whole, they were at the same time setting out to destroy the black family structure. They've been doing that since the beginning of time, since they brought our asses over here.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation. That
An
like
entirely
Pop,
different
I apprate you. I love you. That's
Only
a
time they
whole-
left niggas alone was like the 50s to the 70s. And then niggas started going up and they was like, crack. Hey,
Drugs.
drop that shit right in
I'm
there.
old enough to remember when they were like welfare queen, queen, and then cream is crazy.
Hey,
and then
that's
Crazy.
she then it was like affirmative action. They're taking all the jobs.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Bruh.
like you can't do right. You
That's
cannot
crazy,
do
bro.
right. Like it was just like they don't want to work. Make it fair enough so they can go to work. They're taking all the jobs.
They done took my job.
And it was just
Like,
like,
nigga, you ain't wanted it in the beginning. Shut up.
but I do get I'm gonna say this last part. I want to get back to the thing. Much respect to those damn longshoremen. Y'all got y'all bread up.
Facts.
No,
Yeah,
facts.
y'all got
so
y'all
proud
money.
of y'all.
Y'all
for
got y'all
sticking up
money.
for yourselves. Hopefully, this now trickles into everything else.
You know what they're
that
gonna do
start
though.
doing.
You know what they're gonna do. I hate to say this. They're gonna find a way to raise some inflation and make that money worth shit. That's what they do, G. I'm telling you, that's what they do.
I mean, I feel you, but like, the pendulum is about to swing the other way.
Yeah,
that's
it
the
has
thing.
to.
You think
Because
so?
there's
It's balanced to everything.
yeah, it just has to, because it's when you think about everything that's going on in the world right now,
Mm-hmm.
and you're talking about people not being able to, people working 40 hours, 80 hours you get your paycheck every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. So it's 80 hours.
You working 80 plus,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all right, 80 plus hours, and you not able to afford something it's
Basic living.
like, bruh. And then, like, imagine this, all right? You work 80 plus hours
Mhm.
a week, or 80 plus hours every 2 weeks, and you can't afford to put food on the table. And then the government is at war, and then they enact a draft. How do you think that's going to go over? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is already not that patriotic right now. Even like if we think about the right side, the far right,
Mhm.
they're not saying America's great right now.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
They're trying to make it great again. They're saying it's a horrible country. They say we live in a shithole. And then if you look at the left,
You saying the same?
they're
fucking
saying the same fucking thing. Like, we got problems. This is not a good country. All this shit. So if America has a problem right now,
Mm-hmm.
if anyone starts some shit, niggas is not gonna be like.
Here's my thing though. I think because of the social engineering part of it all, I think they know how to.
It's got to be. Something's got to happen.
Yeah.
But even then, there's still gonna be. It's to the point now where I feel like people will be like, no, this is just another. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think
just
I
trying
think you're right.
to-
Hey, I think it'll be different because the proliferation of information, like it's gonna be
This is
different. than
AI.
before. Right. It's an AI war.
Niggas ain't trying to hear it like, oh
Yeah, no.
man. So yeah, it's just a dangerous time right now, bro. And I don't feel like I feel like that's how they're gonna placate. Like
Yeah, no, exactly.
yeah, like
Exactly,
you niggas need
yeah.
money, I got you. Like
But then
I
it's
don't need you on my
but guess what happens? Like, so they do like that what is it called? Quantitative easing. They just start handing out money,
Mhm.
and then
and just like
the Fed is able to go, oh, we're just gonna raise interest rates and soak that shit right back up.
Mhm.
So
Well, you know, you look at history, bro. It's always been it's a swing. The pendulum got to swing the other way, bro.
It's
Like,
always a bearish and bullish type of situation, regardless.
and I'm gonna
Right
go
now,
ahead and
what
say
if
it.
it's a bull?
Yeah, like I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If anybody want to be mad, you can be mad at me. Every fucking time we get a Republican president, we go into a deficit and a damn near recession.
Mhm.
When we have a Democratic president, we get surpluses, all kind of just great things for the economy. And then these niggas just flush it. They just give tax cuts to the rich and then act like I don't remember the shit. Like,
well,
there's no
because
good in trickle down economics.
How the hell
No,
we
no,
get on
no.
politics?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just had to say that shit because we was teetering on it. We were walking a fine line.
Might as
and I
well
had to
just
say
dive off
shit.
in that bitch.
Because that,
No.
you know, just talking about the pendulum swinging, but it's gonna come back because
Yeah, no,
there's
it's
a lot of
always
correction
has.
that's coming. So
So let's get back to a thing, and then we're gonna close out a little bit. Somebody was late.
crazy,
Somebody was late.
Making
Right.
up for lost time.
right?
Jordan don't get to say nothing because she
She had a family.
she had a family emergency, but it don't count.
I hope
It
the
don't
baby's
It
okay.
don't count.
Oh my god!
I'm a hater.
I hope the baby's okay.
Yeah, her kitten was
Oh,
sick.
okay.
She had to take him to the hospital for real. So.
Oh damn!
Oh yeah.
No,
No,
I hope she's
I
not talking crazy about me on there. I'm gonna have to. Nah, let me stop.
no, I
I'm
mean,
about to pull up to the hospital and see how
I've
that
seen
kitten doing.
I've seen your family pet die in front of you. That shit is
Bruh, rough,
boy, oh boy.
Rafinsky. Oh, it's one of them.
No, she has a kitten and a cat, but
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, but we had like we had our dog, or he was a what do you call them? It was a bulldog mastiff mix.
Oh,
And big dog, just lovable. And
Mhm.
she died right in front of us, man. She was sick for a while, and then yeah, that shit, man. My daughter, because it was my daughter's dog, and we still, I went and got the ashes and did the whole thing,
Yep.
and she still has them. She's on campus right now. And,
with
you know,
the hey, that's it. My dog died when he
Mhm.
was 14, bro. I had him.
Mhm.
He was 2. I was 2. And all the way when in the middle school, my boy was hanging in there. We caught cancer, and we had to put him down because he couldn't even get
Yeah.
up or nothing. And I was there. I didn't leave or nothing, bro. And that was I still think about that shit.
Oh yeah, it'll haunt you.
That's
like,
the guy. Yeah, that's my guy, man.
man, that shit is tough. Like every now and again, I think about it, and you just feel guilty. Like, dang, man, they be better people than us.
Yeah, I was too young. I didn't
Man.
appreciate you.
Man, it was tough.
Mm-mm.
Man, oh man. My mom lost her. She had a Rottweiler.
Mm.
She lost her Rottweiler. She cried harder for that Rottweiler than she did for people.
Yeah. Nah, I
So-
done seen people crash out over their pet, like be hurting, and I feel it. I can't even be like,
Yeah.
get over it.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just a dog. Like, nah, it's
you don't
different.
understand.
Yeah, it is
You
different.
go sit down. Nah, man.
America will start some shit because war brings the country together. America is a warlike nation.
It is a war nation. Like,
I mean, we have the industrial, the we call it the not war industrial, the military industrial complex. So
I'm gonna say this: America is not a war nation. Niggas make America a war nation. Now, there's plenty in the beginning of everything. Not like everything, but like before America really stepped in shit. They was like, I ain't fucking with none of y'all.
oh yeah,
Y'all
isolation.
stay over
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
We over here. We got 2 oceans on each side. We good. Them niggas sent a telegram to Mexico like, hey, y'all go fuck with them. We'll make sure y'all get Texas and shit. And Mexico was like, hey, America, they tripping. And ever since then, America's been on bullshit, bro. Like, and then, like, no, we don't do great things. I'm going to be 100% like with Israel and all that shit. But, like, there's shit that's like really out of our hands that just gets blamed on America. Like,
No, I think, but other countries, I think other countries understand. I be watching stuff, and they
Yeah.
understand the difference between our politics and our
yeah, like
industrial giants and the
Yeah.
people. Like,
that.
they understand that. I think we don't understand that. We be thinking the whole country be on their government shit.
Mhm.
Like, oh, the whole country over there is over there in hijabs and blowing shit up. And it's like, Nah,
No, that's
most-
the propaganda.
yeah, most
Yeah.
people are just regular. I had an argument with somebody about that.
Mhm.
They were like, they're over there teaching their children how to
yeah.
fire. I was like, is that what you think they're doing with their kids? That is not what they're
But
doing.
these niggas be online. They'll be watching shit online, and they be like, "I'm a free thinker." You saw that shit online. Nigga,
Right.
like, no, you're not.
Like, do you remember when they found out that, like, I think I forget, like, it was some English company was manufacturing those beheading films.
Yes.
They were doing, it was all faked,
Yep.
and then they just quietly went away. Nobody said anything. It was like, oh, we found out it was fake.
You know what's crazy? They just found out
What?
they had been paying YouTubers to spread Russian propaganda.
No, really.
I busted a whole month. And one dude was like, "Oh, well, I didn't know it was like that. They just told me to say these things." Then they're playing the video side by side, and he's just like, "Ukraine is the bad guy here. Russia is our friend." And I'm just like, "You're a cook." Like, they just pulled the video up right next to him, like, "Yo, bro,
This is him.
this you?" Cook that nigga, bro.
No. Nah. It's our government has gotten out of our hands so far. Like, it's just in the hands of the people who make money doing whatever the fuck that is.
Nigga.
And it's just money making. You know what I'm saying? I would love to believe there's a pendulum swing coming. It would sound like, okay, well, they gotta go this way. It's gotta come back sometime. But sometimes that hinge is starting to fucking wear thin.
Yeah.
Some shit is about to fall apart. It can't go this
I
way
feel
forever.
as if it's gonna be a whole total change of the system that's gonna come. Honestly, I truly think that it's gonna be like a form of like it's not gonna be as simple as almost we making it sound right now. I think it's genuinely gonna be like a big shift
I think
that's coming.
if
within
we
the
just
next-
allow multiple political parties to have
Say
arguments,
so?
right? Arguments, like we have a two-party system, so it's so already bought out because it's too minimized. If we were allow ourselves to have like,
If ADHD was a podcast, it would be Clicked Up.
yeah, it would
Just
be.
want to throw that in there.
So like, just like other countries have different political parties, and then they have coalition governments where this party and that party sort of click up and say, all right, we kind of, you know what I mean? Like they have, you know what I'm saying? Like their Green Party and their Tea Party, whatever that is. Like we agree with each other against these people. So together we have a majority in the parliament. So we could work together and make some stuff happen.
Yeah.
And we can make concessions among ourselves. If these people, this side don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You could really, like, I think that is a much more robust, like, political landscape than just right left.
A lot of those countries are like monochromatic, damn near.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So that's the issue. That's where we're at.
And why does it always have to end up being that? It's always, Denmark has socialism. Denmark has only white people. Like, why is that the part?
This is what it is, man.
This is America.
So I
Guys
don't
in
know.
my area, I got a strap. I gotta carry it.
Very, very natural, like what you did.
Right? Hero week.
So, okay. We're gonna close out, try to get to the question. I think that putting a lot of weight on and there's some weight that should be on first dates. Like, and I like what you said. You were like, I'm trying to ask some questions to get to some morals. Yeah, I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is your stance on, Nambla? Like, I might need to, I might need to know
Nambla's crazy.
where your stance is on Mamboila. That's,
Man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might need to know that.
that is crazy. Hell no. That do you know what NAMBLA is?
She does
No.
it. Yo, no. I want to. Please wait. Stop. I want to get this. You're gonna say it, and I'm gonna switch to you for the response. Okay. Go.
NAMBLA is the National Association for Man Boy Love.
Huh?
And I don't know what the other A is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man boy love. Like man and a little boy love. And they made a whole
It's a
association.
National Association for Pedophilia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. One of your probing questions needs to be, what are your feelings on NAMBLA? Yeah. That's why I said it was crazy.
It's a
I
real
have
thing. It's
no
not.
words.
It's not a fake thing. I want.
I
you
don't
to know.
have any. No, I mean, my next statement truly was, well, I mean, I understand why Epstein never got in trouble.
It's crazy,
Ooh,
right?
Yeah. That's a great
Like-
tie.
That's why CPS can supply kids for Diddy.
That part.
Wait. Pause.
And
Yeah.
why Diddy and Michael Jackson.
Wait.
He's like,
When
no,
I talked
damn it.
about that last time,
No.
I said something about that last week when we talked about Diddy.
I don't think you talked about that.
no.
No.
Yes, I
Wait.
did.
Wait.
You might have.
When I was talking about the alley girl that testified against him, that was trying to spread rumors. Well, not spreading rumors, but telling her story about how she was basically a sex worker in there. She was saying how CPS supplied the kids.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember reading about it. I remember.
So, Child Protective Services.
Yes.
Yes, because
So I
he
just
would.
understand what CPS means.
It was some dude when they were invading his thing. It was a guy in the car passing by the house, and he was like, "They need to figure out what he doing with all the minors. It'd be a school bus of kids coming to his
Oh,
house.
yeah.
How the fuck do you get
In
access
his
to a
neighborhood,
school?
like, it was a nigga drove up.
Yes, how do you get access to a school bus of kids? Who the fuck else has access to a whole bunch of kids, undocumented and unsearched for? CPS.
I'm not saying that's. That's.
Yep. It's crazy, bro. And
So maybe that's a question you ask on the day. How do you feel about Diddy?
How do you feel about Diddy, R. Kelly, and
you need to start
Grandpa?
asking.
What's the nigga name? Damn, I forgot his name.
Epstein.
Grandpa.
No. Black man. Family Matters, not Family Matters.
Oh, you talking about Bill Cosby?
Thank you.
She said Family
Family.
Matters.
I knew that one was wrong. I knew it was wrong, but it was around that era. That's what I was trying to say.
It was
Don't do
around that era?
Don't do that. I watched all of those shows together.
The Cosby Show
I watched the Cosby Show.
was
Family
around
Matters.
the era of Family
No,
Matters.
Because it
not the
wasn't.
setting. I'm
Oh.
talking about when they came out. Like I would watch them
weren't.
around. Well, when I watched them, they were all on TV doing reruns. Sorry, I didn't go.
No
I
way.
wasn't
There's
here
no
for
way.
the evolution of each episode.
Fuck.
She was born in 2000. G.
No. That don't matter.
I don't know
No.
when they came
I'm
out.
not
I
try-
just
no.
appreciated them when I saw
No.
them.
Cosby Show was old when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosby Show
That
was
was
like
the
that.
first-
That was like the 80s.
My thing,
80s.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
I would flip between the Cosby Show and Family Matters. Like that was how
She probably watched it on
that's
reruns.
what
I
I'm
get what you're
I
saying,
re-
but
I-
when
that
you
was- I
said-
don't know the times when they came out.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't know
when
that.
you said they were the same era, then you said when. No, I'm talking about when they came out. I was like, no, no.
What was it? Separate decades, like 80s and then the 90s or something.
I would argue Cosby's was like 70s, wasn't it?
No,
'Cause that was like the first black.
Cosby's was like,
like-
the early to mid 80s, and then the first Family Matters
Family
came out like
Matters.
89.
Yeah, like 90.
Yeah, like
That's-
No, but it's a whole like Cosby's was. It's a.
I'm saying it within the same
Cosby's-
time frame. God damn it, they
Nah,
started
it's-
to air on
hold
TV.
on.
maybe
I got it.
maybe we're not
saying.
remembering it
'Cause
right.
I'm-
Go ahead. Yeah.
Cosby's was
when did they
old,
start
bruh.
to air on TV? That's
when did
what I'm
when did
saying.
the Cosby start?
I'll look up Family Matters.
Okay, let's do Family Matters versus the Cosby Show. When did they first air?
Cosby Show is 84 to 92.
Okay, 84 to 92. That was a baby. Goodness gracious. All right, and then
89. God fucking damn it.
I said 89,
And what year did you say?
84.
84.
They're in the same decade.
That's
fuck is you
it's
talking
still
about?
that's a different.
For me though, that's still the same
Kel,
decade.
I was born in 92.
I was born 2000.
Okay, so when Cosby Show was out,
Mm-hmm.
Cosby had already ended.
Yeah.
whenever I was born.
Yeah.
Family Matters
Had just began.
was still dropping.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's a different. It's the time. That's like saying what like Little Richard is the same as.
You're attaching it to like generational, like.
No,
time
I'm saying
frame.
I'm saying the like when it was really like
Poppin'?
the impact almost like it's
Right,
a
but I'm
different
not
era.
even-
Like
I'm
it's
not
not
talking
even.
about that. I'm just saying they came out within the same time.
You didn't
frame.
know that.
That's yes.
And
the
then when you
fuck I
and then when you watch, you just saw that. And then when you watch the
But
shows,
my mind
them shows are
knew.
vastly
I don't
different.
give a fuck. No, they weren't. I was watching the old versions, my nigga.
Man,
Like I was
Family
watching.
Matters is vastly different. from
No,
Cosby
I was
Show.
watching I was watching both of them though. That's what my childhood was. I was watching.
Okay,
Family
okay,
Matters
I'll
and
give it to you
Cosby
like this.
Show.
Fair enough, because like
'Cause I feel it. I was watching both of them.
Yeah, that's
But
what
they're
I'm
still
saying.
vastly
like when I
different.
was a
Yeah, no, they're
kid.
completely
Yeah.
different. They tell two different stories, but they came out within the same decade. Is what I'm saying.
That
And
don't
they
mean
were
nothing,
old
man.
time like black movie shows that I could watch.
Like when I was a kid, like we watched shit like 30 years before. Like we was watching like fucking. When I was a kid, we thought
That's
like
me
the
saying
first
70s
Batman.
show and
We
the
thought
Cosby show is
If
the
you're
same
born in
fucking time.
'99, are you a '90s baby?
Loki, no.
no.
Okay then. I mean, what are we talking about here? Family Matters is fucking 1989.
Whatever, man.
Okay
It's
then.
still within a 10-year time frame.
Y'all saw that. We good. I ain't even trying to hear it. That shit was made in
Whatever.
'84.
No, like so like
Bullshit.
when I was a kid, like we watched the old Batman with Adam West. That used to come on as a rerun.
And that man.
But then it used to come on, and then like what was that show? Like damn it, what was it? Laverne and Shirley. That shit used to come on,
That's crazy.
and those are
that's throwbacks. Yeah.
there's throwbacks, but we watched them like they came out together. To her point, like
No,
in my
I
mind,
agree with that.
they came out the same time, but it
But
was
I
like,
still like, bro. That's
But
like
the
me watching
era
I
is in
Love
the-
Lucy. Like to me,
I understand
'Cause I
like,
watched
the
them-
stress behind it. I
yeah,
get it.
because I'm born in '92,
Mhm.
so I remember well shit, I watched In Living Color late. You know what I'm saying? But that was around when I was still like a kid, but that wasn't something I watched.
Mhm.
But like I guess more on like reruns, even like the Cosby Show in a different world. I would watch those same time as what
Saved by the
fucking
Bell?
the Parkers.
Oh,
and,
oh
you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
But like, it's vastly, you know what I'm saying? And even like a different world in the Cosby Show. Those are in the 80s,
Mhm.
but it's at different points in the 80s.
Mhm.
Like 84 is not like 89.
Yeah,
it's
no, of
it's
course.
complete like
But see, I wasn't comparing those years to
But
being
no-
the same. I'm just saying they came out
Relatively at the same time.
relatively around the
that's-
same time. Is all I was
but
saying.
and what I'm saying is that to
The-
me
Well,
that's
so when you
not
say
relevant.
yeah, because
Yeah,
the
but the
era,
eras are
like
Because
yeah,
it might as
the
well
era.
have been two
Yeah,
decades
yeah.
later.
No, I
Yeah.
get what you're saying.
I
get
mean,
what you mean.
I want to say social mass media and the movements changed so fast in the 80s and the 90s.
Mhm.
Bruh.
It's kind of slowing down now as far as
It's
like,
coming back too.
but it was like like just the style of film was
Big.
so much different. Like from 82 to like you gotta remember like in 94 is like Martin comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, imagine before you're even an adult, you went from Family Matters in '89, right, to Martin in like '94, and then
even-
look at how different they are.
Mhm.
But even to say Family Matters are '89, Family Matters didn't get popping until the '90s.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Whenever
Like,
they
yeah,
flourished the Steve Urkel.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it was like '95, like when it was really popping. Like
right?
they
So
had,
it was
yeah.
like
Because they had the whole TGIF Fridays, and they had all the stuff. Like, yeah, they was cooking for a minute. They was doing their thing.
The
That shit was
camera not
crazy.
on me no more, is it?
It is.
Take it off. I want to close my eyes for 2 seconds.
Oh, we about to get about. Hey, yo, we had a lot of
I
fun.
want to sleep.
It is 19. It
my
is,
head hurting.
2 hours in.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kel.
and we about to. We had a
It's
good time.
okay.
We had a little argument. We had a little love. I'm gonna do some research on y'all niggas. Y'all niggas be knowing stuff, and I need to. Yo,
The
'cause
point is.
It's
the point is,
being a geek.
Diddy got CPS.
Yeah, in his back pocket.
No, facts on speed dial, my nigga.
Shit.
So then, how come these motherfuckers ain't? That's the bigger story to me. is
Diddy
who
is
the
But
only.
where do you think that Epstein are getting the kids from? How do you
Yo.
think they're being?
I'm not saying.
supplied with the kids?
I'm not disagreeing with
The
you.
thing
I'm
is,
saying
nobody's
asking
these
the right questions. We want
Nobody's
we want the
asking these
celebrity.
questions.
We need to get the structure.
Yes.
I need
How
y'all
is
to
it
understand.
functioning?
They caught Diddy. They caught Epstein. That shit never stopped.
No.
It never took a day off.
No.
No.
The problem is there's a whole structure of people we have never
We
heard
don't
of.
know
Exactly.
that
That's
do
what
not
I'm
run
saying.
anything.
Yes.
The only reason
Yes.
Diddy got in trouble, the reason Diddy's in
He
trouble
was
now,
sloppy.
no, is because he sued that liquor company that had them billionaires in it. So whoever they know, and if I die, this is why. Whoever they know is what the issue is. Because remember, he sued them after he
Yeah.
got done with Ciroc, and he went with another liquor brand, but then he sued them for like racism and defamation. And
I
all
do
this shit.
that just happens. Yeah.
And now all of this shit, they raided his house after that. They let that shit cool off, and then it was like, all right, get his ass.
Yeah, this nigga think he too powerful.
Come on, bro.
But you
Yup.
don't know, it's the Rockefellers and all of them. Those are the people that's really controlling everything.
Not
and
even
the fuck
them,
people.
because you
No,
know
I know.
them.
I don't know
That's
their
what
names.
I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. The names that you don't know.
It's
Just the
past
names you don't
whoever's
know.
inside of the
But
Federal
yeah,
Reserve and
you're right,
truly
bro.
like running that shit is the people that's truly in power and is taking control over everything. Like it starts there. Who knows how fucking deep it truly goes?
right.
All right, y'all. We had a lot of fun. Next
I'll
week.
be on time next week.
Next week it's
7
At
p.m.
7.
It's Poussey PR, whatever.
Oh,
Who
my
say
God.
PR?
Can I sit in on the episode? And
Yeah,
just
of
be like,
course.
I'll be a punching bag.
No, we'll gladly bring you in there because
Please.
you've inspired the
That's
name.
just fun. That's just a fun time for me.
Yeah, no, I
Because
think
I
you'll
really,
enjoy it.
I
think
really do love women.
we
but
I
it's,
feel like
it's
we
just
should have
fun
like
to.
one guy.
Yeah, it's just
rather
fun to
s-
be like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Because I think the shit that probably will be said will be outlandish as
So
fuck.
then somebody,
I will be the guy. I do not mind.
so then you need to learn how to work this, and you'll be behind the boards, and then
Oh, that would be dope.
That would be
and then
cool.
you be
I would not mind.
Would you be
doing
able to
that.
be available on Wednesdays?
Weeks? Normally, weekdays are good for me.
Okay.
Unless it's like a tour or some shit, but
Mhm.
normally that's good.
yeah, so
yeah.
Okay.
like come in here and be like,
Because he'll be at work.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we would need somebody anyway.
And I'm not a misogynist, so I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, no, you're not a dick.
It'll be some funny shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know they're gonna say some crazy shit. So yeah, I'm in on that.
She's a misogynist. That's what you don't know.
Oh, that's crazy.
You don't hear her at
Took
home.
the mask off.
Lol. We'll talk when we get home.
I can't pass. Right, see?
Y'all about to have a black eye. You in there embarrassing me? For
What the fuck you got going? Shut your ass up.
fuck you got going on? This girl, I know it's real now. Fuck you got going on? I'm so
Gotta
sorry.
put
Look,
the
look,
mama
look.
lips out.
Flicking in Morse code. nigga. Oh no!
Please.
John over here crying frantically.
I don't be abusing this.
We're
man,
getting
bro.
canceled. We're
Yeah.
getting. You gonna
Hey,
pack this
Cal
whole
brought
room
that
up?
though. That shit was hilarious.
We had to close this whole room down. We're gonna come back. It'll be tape across the
Yeah,
goddamn door.
canceled tape.
Cancel tape.
Consultation.
Yo, you should make that shit.
No,
I got
facts.
billion-dollar ideas. bro.
Yes, we love it.
Yo,
and it's
so-
documented
Cancel tape.
here. They can't take it from you.
Right.
Live and
Cancel
in
tape.
color.
It's over.
That's
with.
tough.
I'm here all week.
All right, we're out of here.